The renegade when afraid. The win. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The planet. We planned it. Yeah, man. But there, man. When up. Yeah. I know my vex, you know, people. I know my vex. Rattigan, where you there? Now look for Rattigan, you know, because, you know, we're there for, you know, we're going to dissect up some things in the night and them things because, you know, the Prime Minister stop letting down the country. And we'll talk to you straight. Yeah, we'll talk to you straight, yeah? And we no business, we just talk to you straight because enough people get hurt. You understand? I know we're hurting our people. So we're going to talk to Rat, you know, we're going to dissect some of what the Prime Minister say. But you know what hurt me today? I know, it hurt me to the core. How the Prime Minister, you know, anytime I'm ready for turn on him, just go for the poor and needy. I look down upon some people and try to use them. But it backfire this time, it backfire. And backfire wickedly. You understand? If anywhere else in Ghana, you understand? The man take up a man. I use a man. But discriminate. No go discriminate against woman, but I promote violence against female. That kind of my book. None at all. Violence against female. If kill female. If I make them know it's a female body parts that belongs to them. It belongs to man. And when you want it, them forgive you. Or you bust them throat. And you take it. Or rather go prison. And kill. And Prime Minister pose up and take that individual. And put stamp on it. Jamaica House stamp. And feel proud about it. Prime Minister office. This report to the office. And Cam go down. It was, you know, you think it was a house now that it's surely a private house. And then you're going to play a tune, but nothing going to stop my style. And I'm going to keep on moving. Disrespect. Yeah? Let me tell you this. You have mother, you know, you come from mother, you know. You have your daughter, then you have your granddaughter. Who have them auntie, them have sisters. You know, them have cousin with a woman. And then me see a lot of little girl child get raped in Jamaica. And it hurt me. I'm going to show you a couple of them. I'm going to play and you tell me. Because if a man and nobody can come tell me about this a joke and them thing, I want thing we don't do one joke. We don't like mama man neither, you know, because first thing, no man. Because you have some man all overseas and them thing. They just like what them do. Them like up and corner and discuss woman. No man must discuss woman. With no man and all kind of thing. Them they are mama man. And no care you hear them and them friend it up and corner. Your man on me, beat this on me, beat that on me, beat what? Because them self-centered. No man we discuss woman, man. I don't know woman pick up all them and say a man. You understand? See? And you can't go a bar or go anywhere and talk about you discuss woman. That out of them, if you have respect, woman bring you here. Woman are your mother. And they say drop out a cow and must be a female cow, so it's speed. So if a cow are your mama, if you still respect, it's a female cow. Female. Yeah? My philosophy different from most of them people where you see, you know, because me is a man, you know, me not take talk, something at me and them thing there. Because the man just like hear something and things, so I go play upon this. And it's wrong. See the man, yeah? Rattigan! Yeah, man, the rebel! Fight for your cause.
Yes, sir.
There, on duty.
On duty. Reporting.
Go up. Then, me just talk Rattigan because I dissect up the Prime Minister, some of the things I'm saying. But when we start from though, the protest how the Prime Minister run and I use the gentleman there for film ambassador and film, you know, film person for carry out the good word and tell him to keep on him watch something with him and him to keep on carry out the good word.
Yeah.
But I can tell you something, I'm gonna show you something that hurt me. You see, too, me get granddaughter to him. Me have granddaughter to him, me have daughters too.
Super granddaddy.
Sisters, you have aunties, you have all these kind of things.
Super granddaddy.
Super granddad. See? So you see, when you hear them things that hurt me, grieve me, you know. Because when you see some guys, me call them punks, so you know them dep and can and them chat every woman. You know, you go in a dance and a man can point to them one, boy, I should sleep with a man, then a man there. And that means the one of them are some sissy man them too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then she if you know herself to man. Man if have respect for themselves. That means a guy no come diss you and no for put you on all kind of little things that him can all and dry you. And when me hear this guy where him say, there is no way the Prime Minister supposed to even now walk with him and put the office of the Prime Minister in disrepute. No way. I'm going to play the thing that for you, Rattigan.
Yeah, man. Play it, man.
I'm going to play them for you. A matter of fact, you know, a man might have said, oh, him do it before. This can't be comedy. You don't do these things. You understand? All right. I'm going to play this first. Listen.
You fucking bad mind, bitch. Make it look like you don't get no comfort, you don't get no pleasure out of fuck. Yes. And me alone want to fuck and like a favor you grant me. You want to kill your blood clot, you think of your pussy. Eh? God give you my things to keep for me. I'm ready for me things. What you want me to beg for? Me I demand that bumbo clot unless me no want it, you know. Cause no fear. God give you to keep for me and my blood clot one. I'm ready for me things that don't give me no trouble, you know. Like you want me to satisfy your needs and your demands and all them pussy clot before you give me things. That's what you do. How you do and I broke my arm, bro? You believe me, they know the joke with my arm, bro? Somebody dead to blood clot or me about prison. What? But you beg your pussy. Unless your pussy sick to blood clot till we get to you now. But when you not sick, don't give me no trouble, you know. Because I want me things. I just surrender and give me blood clot things, you know, because you know see my one, you know. Simple. I don't want bumbo clot give to me like you want me obligate to you and beg you. You want me cut your blood clot throat, what you do?
Same way, bro. Same way,
Go
bro.
to no beg pussy what you demand for. I me kill out your pussy clot. You think me can back face?
Back face, okay. I'm want to watch this now. Just hear that now. But I'm going to play this here now. Just watch this. And just listen this.
Welcome back to Primetime News, and again, a special welcome to those of you watching online at onespotmedia.com. Up first this evening, the St. Catherine North Police are seeking two people, Romel Anderson and Denzel Douglas, in relation to the alleged sexual assault of an 8-year-old girl. They say the child's grandfather, Denzel Douglas, eluded the police during their search for the missing Clarendon teacher in St. Catherine on Easter Sunday. Krista Campbell has the story.
Police and soldiers combing through bushes and hilly areas of St. Catherine on Sunday, looking for one of two men found with missing Clarendon teacher Natalie Dawkins' car. The other man was fatally shot during a gun battle with police on Saturday. The man on the run is believed to be injured. While police did not find him on Sunday, Ground Commander for the St. Catherine North Enhanced Security Measures Task Force, Superintendent Steve Brown, says they came across someone else.
There's a grandfather who aided and abetted the sexual assault of his 8-year-old granddaughter.
My grandfather, you for boy not time. You could have my granddaughter about aid and bet my granddaughter. Boy, hey, let me tell it. Let's see. Let me go and listen to this. Them thing that show me half, you know. That's why them thing the way that guy does talk. Them thing that can motivate people. I wouldn't know how long it goes. And it stay and do it one time. That's why I say the Prime Minister for pay daily for when him does too. Boy, you come push up some people. Hey, me no ramp, you know. Hear this.
And, went for him. We never, well, he saw us coming. And, the country houses, or the houses in the rural area, rather, just sorry to say country, are, far from, the road. So by the time we reached up there, he ran through the bushes. Again, he knows the place better than we. We made a comprehensive search of the area, never found him.
The child in question is now 10 years old. Police say she was raped several times over an 18-month period between January 2019 and July 2020.
We have an interest in Mr. Denzel Douglas, and he's wanted by the police. There's absolutely no doubt about that. There's a Romel Anderson also, who is wanted by the police for sexual offences against the 8-year-old, and us asking the residents of the area, let's bring them into the police. You understand? They just need to face the court.
Police report of the first incident is that the child was returning home from a shop when two men sexually assaulted her on a track. The girl reportedly told her grandfather, but he did not report the matter to the police.
This sexual offence thing has become really, really a headache, and you have some sick men in the society.
Yeah.
So we're after them, and we're not going to stop until we find them.
President of the Ginger Ridge Community Development Committee, Devon Wilkes, says residents, particularly the elderly, are afraid to leave their homes because of the increase in illegal activities by criminals using the area to hide from the police.
Now, I get next report and then I talk on that and then I show you where I go on, right? Look for the next one. This is not St. Catherine. 2 man, 8-year-old baby, you know, for over 18 months period, 8-year-old, and the grandfather and report these things. And then you have a man attack these things about cut to man neck and where them have a feed them like them are overpower the baby because I fear him. Me no want to hear what that guy here say. And then him gone in the house condemn, brother. The house condemn. Look here.
And condemnation over this week's brutal murder of 9-year-old Nikita Jojo Noel, whose body was found in Kew District, Lucy, Hanover on Wednesday night. Nikita was allegedly raped and strangled. A 42-year-old man has been arrested and placed in protective custody.
42.
The police reported that the man was in a relationship with the girl's mother. Nikita was reported missing on Wednesday by her mother after she did not return home from her school, Esher Primary. Nikita's mother, Nordia Edwards, says her daughter was a happy and loving child.
It's a nice looking person, trophy. Nikita, my daughter about 50 yards. When she goes to school, straight home. When he drop her off, she comes straight home. So I kind of find it funny. I miss time catch up after 5 days time. Then I say, no, something right. And then I start feeling my belly back and pain me, know something right.
Now, residents of Kew District have been upset at the police for arresting the man. Education Minister Favour Williams said the brutal assault and murder of Nikita is a sad reflection of callous barbarity that characterizes elements of our society. Prime Minister Pm Holness has expressed outrage, saying the horrifying murder is a shock to our collective conscience and can only be described as evil.
As evil? But hear him now. Raping up. All right, so you hear the Prime Minister. You don't can describe as evil and it's shock. But here, who my big up now, we promote these things, yeah, you know.
Rattigan. Me I feel laugh. Man, take bad things, make joke, you know. My name is really Hotburn Ellis. Me I go a pop in one morning and they say, just black out like a... I'm a drop on a bridge and the bike drop on my leg bone and burst it. Van take me up and carry me go to university and immediately emergency, right? But the doctor say the bone crack up and by take out the splinter them, the bone them, they far from one another, right? Severe broke foot, right? Out of bad comfort good, you know, because I got to the observer, you know, as some say me get to make this little one room here, you know, friend, right? And when me block it up and everything, upon cardboard me there now, me get my own page now and have my own little account. So me couldn't hear before start expand, you understand? I wouldn't mind get some tile, cement, the plumbing work, the electrical work to go on. I wouldn't mind get little support with them there now. See there, a long way to go. So I saw me send out, you know, and say, Mr. Holness, boy, me respect you, you know, man. You know me into a situation where me need little attention, man. So
you up top. We are serious super granddad one here, so. Tell me how much time Oliver Samuel and Ronnie Williams with Miss Lou any one of them comedian here ever come talk these things. You tell me for cut to man throat and how them ever feed them and go to prison and kill. You tell me. Me know you're comedian with this. Up top, Jano, you let you down to, you know. Don't come on here with that foolishness there, yeah? Me know about comedian, yeah? Alright. Play that.
My place burnt down 2 times and me really don't have no comfort. So if you can assist, you know, man, I would be grateful, you know, right?
Looking at Prime Minister
How are you this morning?
Not too bad, brother. Give thanks, man.
How did your surgery go?
Yes, man. Right now, me to go back Thursday there tomorrow to make the doctor them inspect it.
Now, I saw your appeal. Said that I should reach out to you and give you some assistance.
You don't know I'm grateful, man. Right? Sure, man. I pray for thee, man. You know, man. He's strong and stay strong, you know, my brethren.
Always.
Health is well, dear, my friend.
Look here, I take it serious, you know, boss. And I encourage all Jamaicans to take their health very seriously.
All right.
Yeah, you know, you can't let stress and difficult times get you down. But listen to
That's a wrong thing. You can't make stress and difficult time get you down. It can get you down. But you don't have no money, no food, feet, and them thing there. A prime minister, you can't make it get you down, and you know it can get you down. Anyway, look
you know, I use one of your phrases, Radam.
Yes.
And you said to me, I heard you on social media, you said, Prime Minister, you see like how you use Radam, you should come and give me a little thing. And I say, it's true, you know. Our creatives are so ingenious. The term that you have come up with communicates exactly what I wanted to communicate to.
So if you catch somebody, police use police phrase, Radam, making a difference, you not catch nobody. You might talk about exactly that you want to use. Eh? You hear this? Ratty?
Me here, man. Me here.
Those persons who are involved in crime. The government is going to put harsher penalties on you as a deterrent. Now, that is the essence of Radam.
Listen, my brethren, when you say it and how you say it, you don't know me laughing, you know. No, me have to laugh, you know, if I hear me. But that man, I said something, you know, Radam, you know, right?
But listen, you are a very creative person. I want to enlist your support in talking to some of our young men in particular who are being drawn into a life of crime and deviance. I have seen some of your stuff where you have explained your own life story and things that have happened to you. And I want to encourage you to...
So you see the life story, you never see that one day. Eh? You never see this. If him say watch it, I'm not see that one here. Because me that watch and make sure, you know, do me diligent. Yeah, eh? Okay.
Use the audience that you have captured.
The audience that him capture. So the audience, them what all him want is capture some audience to trick that way Andrew want. Eh? All right.
Unique ways of expressing things.
Unique ways.
In the right path.
You don't know me proud of you here, my brethren, because right now the amount of calls we get from England, America, Canada, say, Dread, me that go rob and kill, you know. I want to listen to you, me couldn't do it again. And me said, that's good, my brethren, man. Whoever hears to hear, let them hear. And whoever hides to see, let them see. But some still hear the truth and know the truth and if then they can hard they act against it. And woe be unto them, you know.
Woe be unto them.
Yes.
But you keep talking positive. You know, make sure that what you are expressing is fit for everyone to consume. Make sure that you are giving...
You keep talking positive. Positive? And just make sure you keep talking. That's not positive when me just play. And know it do. Okay.
Always a positive message. And that you are taking care of your health because ultimately that is your wealth. I saw the situation of your housing as well. And we're going to make some arrangements to assist.
Your guide and keep here, my brother.
All right, Osborne, a.k.a.
My brother, man.
Peanut Dread.
Thanks, man, to hear your voice here, King, man, and your attention here.
All right, bless.
Look, look on this
PM, I appreciate the, yes, man, towards the attention towards I look at building here. Because I really need some comfort, you know, seeing King. Yeah. And I pray for the, you know, the Rastafari guide and keep saying.
Look at Jamaica House, look now. The office of the Prime Minister in Das, you know. Eh? In Das. I'm going to play that and I'll play it again.
Longer, you stinker. You fucking bad mind, bitch. Make it look like you don't get no comfort, you don't get no pleasure out of fuck. Yes. And me alone want to fuck and like a favor you grant me. You want to kill your blood clot, you think of your pussy. Eh? God give you my things to keep for me. I'm ready for me things. What you want me to beg for? Me a demand that bumbo clot unless me no want it, you know. Can't no fear. God give her for keep for me and my blood clot one. I'm ready for me things and don't give me no trouble, you know. Like you want me to satisfy your needs and your demands and all them pussy clot there before you give me things. How way I do? How way I do and I broke my arm, bro? You believe me, you know the joke for my arm, bro? Somebody dead for blood clot or me I go to prison. What? But I beg your pussy. Unless your pussy shit for blood clot till we get to you know. But when you not sick, don't give me no trouble, you know. Because I want me things. And just surrender and give me blood clot things, you know, because you know see my one, you know. Simple. I don't want bumbo clot give to me like you want me obligate to you and beg you. You want me cut your blood clot throat, how you do?
Same way go. Same way go.
Go to no beg pussy where you demand for. me kill out your pussy clock. You think me can back fist?
Back fist, okay. And then this no rat and then we got this.
Organized violence from gangs is always trying to push up the murder rate. It is a continuous struggle, but we are building the capacity to overcome the gangs in a sustainable way. We are going to radam the criminal gangs. The original Mr. Radam is here with us. Peanut Dread.
No, Ratty, me have to talk to you now. Now, all this looking at the diaspora and to the whole nation now. For your Prime Minister. All this look better.
Well, 1 second there. All right. Good evening, Sir Lonesome, and good evening to your listening and viewing audience. It's disappointing, but that's the conclusion. It's disappointing. The analysis and statement of facts begin like this. You always start out, man in the wilderness, you always start out by, at least when you get inquisitive about somebody, when you want scrutinize somebody, when you want to investigate somebody, you say, make me see your CV.
Thank you.
You always start out, let me see them CV.
Yeah,
you know what you see? Show me your company. I tell you who you are. Let me see where you do in life. You know, and not necessarily I ask you and you tell me, but something when me go behind you and me dig and me find, because you know people always present them best representative first. When you meet somebody for the first time, you meet them representative. You know, meet the person. It's when you go way back to the past and you look, you see the person, right? And you went back and found that this man made some statements undeserving of somebody to enter the House of Parliament and take a seat at the Prime Minister's debate speech, right? Now, it shows you again, it shows you how short-sighted these people are. Because if you're going to invite somebody, first thing you want to do is look at them CV. You go and you look and you dig and you find and you say, okay, this person is worthy of being here, getting an award, being recognized, whatever. Or, you know what? Him do some good now, but look at the past. You know what I mean? But, you know, this is not what we as a party, we as a government would like to be seen as associated with, right? And so it's disappointing when you look at what he said.
Gender violence.
Yes. And remember, this government always, in fact, they have a minister dealing with gender issues. And we don't hear nobody come out and talk about this thing, right? We don't hear nobody come out and talk about it. Minister Babs Grange, we are talk. We don't hear nobody talk about that. And you responsible for gender issues. And you hear what the man say about women. In essence, him say, women are here to serve men and their privates belong to men. And therefore, whenever you want to have sexual relations, they cannot tell you no, because what they have belongs to him.
Man.
Right.
Belongs to man.
Right. So that is a Stone Age concept. That is a Stone Age concept.
Thank you, sir.
That's a Stone Age. That's not a nowadays concept. Women have gotten to the point now where they have equal rights and should be treated just like anybody, any man. A woman's supposed to make the same pay as a man, or even more if she's qualified. Forget it, right? She's supposed to, a woman have the right to free speech. Woman have the right to free association. Woman have a right to do anything she wants as long as she's not committing a crime. Because if she commit a crime, then you treat her like you treat any man. Right. We talk about equality and we talk about justice. And we always end it for all.
For all.
And we don't mean all men. We mean for all people, men and women and children. Right? So the idea now that this man will come up with that, with this Stone Age mentality, and say, well, right now, boy, you know, demands a thing from a woman and traffic game because God gear for keep for him.
And I'm going to bust the throat and I'm going to kill you. And
reprehensible.
That means when men says, you have to give me when I want it. That means he may say any woman and just order this. What if some man and the prime minister are going to tell him, you know, spread the message to the youth them. The continue spread the good message to the youth them where do bad.
Before this program over, you know, I'm going to ask you a favor. I'm going to ask you to play it again because I have some people who join with late. And so them are going to miss the part. And but not right now, but I wanted to play it over because it is important that as much as people enjoy Radam, they should detest this Stone Age mentality where this man espoused. And we don't know if he's renounced it. We haven't heard anything. He said, well, I'm sorry about that, right? I shouldn't have said that. I said it and I'm sorry. And I felt that way then, but now I'm a changed man. We don't hear that, right? We don't hear that. No, Peanut Dread is I view him as a social commentator in the sense that he have some nice stories about life and things like that. But you cannot take that and overshadow the detestable things that he said about women. You cannot do that, right? You have to separate them. You have to separate them, and you have to examine them in their entirety, but individually. So you have to look at it and say, well, him said this, you know. I know him come and say Radam, and now we could get to the Radam thing. Now the Radam piece now. What socially redeemable value does that have? To say Radam. What
catch. What we want to answer you maybe that catch every criminal now and then I get locked up. I don't understand the Radam.
I don't understand the Radam. I don't understand
it. Why they use that in even a parliament. That are just joke.
But keep in mind, this is a prime minister who loves the name Bro God.
Okay, and we are clerks and try to.
And we are clerks, right? Right. Yeah. So you know, you kind of see the connection between Peanut Dread and his statements and the prime minister and his acknowledgement and acceptance of those statements, right? No, I'm not saying he accepted the idea about the Stone Age thing, but sometimes people are guilty. People are guilty of action, but other times they're guilty of inaction. Because what he should have done, he should have done homework and find out, so this man said this and said, no, we can't have this man inside of the place, especially when we are doing our thing. No, we can't have that because this will bring the place in a disrepute. All right? This is a stain upon the government for bringing a man like this. And I'm surprised that you didn't, and maybe them don't even know, but I'm surprised that the NGOs and civil society and all the other groups, I'm surprised they haven't come out en masse and say, listen, what you did, Mr. Prime Minister, maybe you didn't know, but here's what you should have known. And now you know, right? They should have.
Ratty, the Prime Minister said, watch how much of the things them and continue to do the good things. So you tell me, say you never, if you watch them, that means you have a bulk of things, dig down. I remember you might have people, because of them go to him, and video it, So it's a publicity stunt, it's a PR stunt. Them did a play. Straight PR stunt. Because them they're in touch with ghetto people. So you want to do a PR stunt, and you pick, let me tell you, when you do PR stunt, even if a PR stunt, pick role model. Yeah. I'm a Jamaican patois style, but it's a road model. But good role model.
No,
yeah? Where people can look up to. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Similar to the Don't You Trouble Zion. Don't You Trouble Zion. I don't hear no church I sing it up at Cherry Gardens and Norbrook, Stony Hill. And those places I don't hear it because you know why, and you know why when him said again, people listen to what the politicians are saying, but come to the university, come to the Lonesome program, come to the Will Rattigan program, and you will understand. Come to the Jeffrey Tavares program, and you will understand what's going on, because we're going to break it down to you and show connections, and we're going to do analysis, and we're going to give you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because whenever Prime Minister will say Radam, how many people where does that fit in the vernacular of somebody in a Beverly Hills, Norbrook, and them places there? It not fit at all. They might hear them say it one time and that's it. And they're done.
If you just say that, we are say, handcuff you, you get arrested and go, you get arrested. You can't go in the court but tell the judge, say, Radam. It don't make no sense. So it does not make it does not make no sense. Me know the thing when it make sense in a better. When I crap, I'm gonna start the truth. A crap. You as a prime minister, if you lead by example. And when you lead slappy, we're gonna talk to you slappy and tell you say, yeah, do slappy things.
Look at the symbols. Look at the symbols and then ask yourself, who are these symbols for? Wearing our green clocks is not for the people in uptown. Not for the people in uptown. It's for the people elsewhere. Right? Saying Radam is not for the people in uptown. It's for the people elsewhere.
Good.
All of these are symbols for grab the people. Don't you trouble Zion. Don't you trouble Zion. It's not for the people in uptown. It's for the people elsewhere. Right? And that elsewhere is where you get most of the votes. Most of the votes that come from elsewhere. And interestingly, that elsewhere is where the poor people reside. So if what happened, him can't get the poor people in prosperity.
No.
He can't get them. So what him do? Him give them symbols.
Symbols can't full belly though.
No.
Symbols can't send on a picnic go school. Symbols can't make on sleep with the door open. Symbols, what symbols can do?
And what's a symbol when I talk? The one where you lick so.
No.
Symbol.
Yeah. But can't the phone. Eh? Him just look down upon poor people like them are idiot. And then him come, but may I show you dangerous? You see the 80-year-old girl, them just catch her, them a take what she have. As a little, which man knowing of them head could have take a little baby and a rape her for 18 months. And the grandfather sit down there. Like him that you could have put my little grandchild and tell me nothing. Me not say nothing, them I hide you. Me not say nothing. I make the world know that alone. Me a super granddad, you know. So remember, you can't get it from me. Me a the win, you know. Yeah. If you want to see me get out of character, no. Me just not make no noise. But me know me I go hold you. Me have to hold you. You couldn't even put my grandchild. You can't do it. Me not ask you. See? You talk about man. Me and you can't stay on the same planet. I am the planet. I planet.
Look.
You understand? Me no promote no gender violence against no woman, boy. Show respect to woman and mothers of the earth, you know. You know, woman will come from man. You know, follow nobody, you know. Do what with boy, don't have a mother. Even if them will drop from cow of them mother Syria must a female cow. Yeah? It's wrong, brother. This wrong. And you can't use a man like this for a road model. To go talk to set of youth. Them kind of way, yeah. See the youth side of me never see no glass or no bar, you know. But even that, when you go bar, sometimes them plan up against you at bar and pan corner. That's why them catch people. Oh, that you alone from your man who want to catch them in a boom, and then make plan. You know much time them plan and call people at bar, and when people go home, they make sure you drink more than them and then them done you. Eh? And the joke me I make, you know the whole of them thing, the people style people. You bar and style people. So it don't make no sense. See? It don't make no sense around here. The Prime Minister, and it don't make sense him come and say, oh, me apologize. You should know you're the Prime Minister. But just to get a hype, you run with this. It's wrong. See me, Sarati?
Well.
Yeah, man, it's disgraceful, man. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Keep in mind also that, again, like you said, and we have to remind people, under the Westminster style of government, there's only one government at a time.
One.
And that government has virtually unlimited power. They have the power, the spending power, all the other powers associated with it. And the opposition basically, they're just there to some degree, they're there as nuisance, you know. Yes. As far as the government is concerned, the opposition, they're just nuisance because they can't do anything. Yeah, they can't do anything. So keep in mind that this is the same government under whose leadership and whose governance that you have a white man who come from America, come Jamaica, set up shop, abuse at-risk young women, and then them allow him to get where.
Okay. And you come
Them
with a
allow him
man
to
that
get
tell
where.
you what to do. Go, You see that? Yeah? You see that? And then you use a man where tell you, oh, woman body no belongs to them. God make it for man. And when man want it, man forget it and take it. Promote, the man promote rape and kill and
You
murder.
know, I'm surprised they don't have Jamaicans for Justice and all the gender women's group and all them come out and say, no, you can't bring this man in this place here. You bring the house in a disrepute. You can't bring him in. And then not only him there, no, but you recognize him. You recognize him.
Eh? Same I look mileage now, and I tell him for using platform for continue to do the work.
What platform? Show them. You support him. Somebody supposed to show him and say, see the platform that we are asking to go out there and speak to people about, the platform of
the platform.
Misogynist, right? Where him hate woman. Basically, him hate woman because if him got said him things about a woman, let me tell you. Let me read you something where a dear friend of mine, and I won't call him name, but this man is a tower strength of my life because him give me the guidance. Him watch this program and every program come on regularly and give me guidance when me I go astray. Him put up the guardrails for me. So let's all give him initials KW. Big up yourself. Him said the Prime Minister has a moral responsibility to publicly disavow this person and those reprehensible statements he made, and do so in unambiguous and explicit language. I can tell you, I have never heard more incendiary, damning, and offensive words spoken towards women ever. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, my brother.
It threw me off. It threw me off. Because when you think of this, and then me I show you 8-year-old, the 9-year-old girl just get raped, I come our own stepfather. Because him feel say, boy, him have a mother, The man have 42, where you could have get from a 9-year-old baby. But you should know him. You gotta take our life. Just please himself. Because the guy say, me want broke. So him want a broke. So this is what you do a 9-year-old baby and send her to a grave. Eh?
You know, what I think, I said to myself, say, why would the Prime Minister bring Peanut Dread in the house and recognize him? And the Prime Minister, his response to my rhetorical question, I ask myself this. His response to that question is that, him like the term Radam and the man created and the man ingenious and the man this and the man that. But if you go back and you examine the conversation between them, the phone call, he acknowledge that, and then him say, I heard your plea for assistance, and we're going to see what we can do to help you. How about the thousands of people who far worse off than Peanut Dread? Who you know about? Like last night you mentioned the woman who have 8 picnic with them 8 or 10 and them thief her bag of coal and she live in
bag of coal and thief.
Tell people about that story again.
So she there St. Elizabeth. And her father died when she around 8 because she said her mother, she couldn't read and write and thing. And then she said every man come, them just say love and then she have an next baby. So I pay a different baby father and everything. So them are use she from she little. She under that this kind of abuse from she small. Right? The first one kind of disabled. So so she don't get no education. The first one that she have around in her 20s. And she have pay a little one after that, right now. 9. And her place a little room pop down, no bathroom, nothing. Some people are help her. She said she born she try. When she send one go to school, can't go to school till the next maybe a month or 2. Cause when she send one go to school, I want they can't go to school again, for that day. And next one I figure. And then because she don't have the money, she don't have nothing like that for send her school. And she born her 60 bag of coal and them thief it. And me see him bypass that. Me see him bypass the man who go down and the 66-year-old man. Where you see me give them the money. Okay. Bypass that. Remember 2021 this. Bypass that too. And go in a Adisha constituency where them set up. If look good. because them go take a youth and from under a bed. And go and a girl say, oh, more up in a bar. Oh, you're up in a bar in a pandemic time. When you say no gathering, no supposed to do that. That is a photo up me, I tell you straight up. Carry a liquor go get too. What liquor can do to the human body. I'm going to make you drunk and feel high. See? And say, okay, and I will come have a drink. And this is where you get where you talk to me good. You understand? It's bad. That's bad. But somebody will really need a help. Like I'm going to build a bag of house. But the one girl will cry. You go fear and carry her and put her right there too. And by the way, this come here is the on the ground. This young miss, never did I hear from them. From it got down. Up to 2 weeks, right? So young miss, we know, say never did I hear from them. So they make sure go fear her and have her there now and put her there and tell her them I can give her this. Young girl, them couldn't be on me house and come for me, you know. Me no go so, me no stay so. You can't want damage me and say me a gun man or me a gun this and I'm me a criminal and then you come and put you and you couldn't touch me. Whether you're a prime minister, whether you can't touch me. I'm not chat to you neither, I know if you just move. Because you can't so evil. Saying, same like how you could have find peanut bread. You say peanut bread title. But I'm not against him, but you'd see the title. No. But you broke down your mouse? No. You build it up? Yes. And when one, does the tile? Look where them reach and you broke it down and say boom bam bam. It's bad, brother. It's bad. And you have enough more people around the place, but this is what I'm trying to do. You see me I say? It's bad. This bad.
And then them come and talk about, you know, the positive message and your positive influence and positive this and positive that. It does show, like I said, short-sighted. Well, at worst, it's short-sightedness, and at best, it's evil. At best, it's evil that you could have know about this and bring this man and use him as some kind of role model and say, well, you're going to want him to spread the message and a positive.
Look, I don't care how you get it. Yeah, we have spread bad messages against woman, female like that. And I say them body parts don't belongs to them.
But watch. Although we're pointing this out, and I'm glad we are, and we're obligated to do so, and although the Prime Minister is listening, if not directly, indirectly, through his minions, watch, he won't come out and say, you know what, I made a boo-boo right there, and I apologize for it. He won't, because this Prime Minister, I tell you, this bro-God syndrome is almost, it has lifted him in the minds of many to the level of a demigod, where him can do no wrong. So even when him do wrong, him still not him not recognize it, and people don't hold him accountable. Them don't make him come out and say, well, listen, I make a mistake here. I mean, this man, if you listen to the speech we're making, when him talk about the mistakes, the mistakes them we're making, especially with crime and all them stuff there, him blame it all over the place. In fact, when you're a leader and your subordinates make mistakes,
yes,
it is incumbent upon you to have them make amends for those mistakes.
Yes.
When people talk out of school, talk out of turn, talk nonsense, and you know as a leader, you know or you should have known. It's that simple. So once they mention it, we just assume say you know, because you're the leader, so you're supposed to know where I'm going. We don't care what nobody say. You're supposed to know you take responsibility. Now, when you have a man like Chang, sorry.
No man,
but you see again, you see, you have to show him respect. Minister, doctor, I say go, or doctor, minister, doctor.
Right. Right. Okay, yes, okay. Yeah, man. Me not play with them still, you know, because when I play with the people, them, I not play with them. It's when you start treating my people, them good, me and you good. No, they're not good, me different. Well,
listen. Well, listen. When you have a man like this, come on. And the man just grab at straws, because one of the most ridiculous statements that he's made, you know, is that the PNP defunded the police, and that's why they're in the shape they're in right now. Defunded. Where get that term they're from?
I'm from in the United States. So anyway, yeah, man. So I hit him here. So we know.
And the Prime Minister don't come out. The Prime Minister hasn't come out and said, no, that's wrong.
So what I know. So let me ask him something now. So them say them spend the most money in the history.
All right.
And the police force, right?
Yeah.
All right, so hear this now to me now. People, make this make sense. I read something that someone does send me to. In a 2014, Ratty, the police never have no money or nothing. The car them never even look so. The police them never have nothing. No building never fixed. Everything pop down. The two of them never out there or nothing. How much people get murdered in 2014? 1,005? Without goods and nothing. They never have nothing, you know. Not the bag of helicopter, not the bag of what the Bushmaster, what them name Bushmaster, where them go buy up. And the what of them money where them spend, $170 billion on them thing there. Them spend the most money. No money now spend. So much money that they did Jamaica better.
Nope.
2012, 13, 14, and 15. Just look on the statistic and tell me. I may show the people them.
Sure.
Right? Not past 1,200 there, so. None of them look at time they want me to start. None of them money where you say you spend. But you come and you spend the money and modernize everything according to him. Although I see the car will stop the young man where it's illegal. Because the young man never did do nothing for you going in a vehicle. You can't go in a man vehicle if you don't expect him to do something, you know. To open him vehicle back. And see him look a toolkit and charge him for him toolkit. Eh? That's the crime I want to fight, brother. That's someone the police that create enemy against the citizens of Jamaica and the police. Because the real police them would never do that. You see me I say? The real police them never do that, Ratty.
No.
You tell me now, 2014, you'd have 1,005 murders. Where them use? Them never have nothing like this, and you'd have state of emergency and so and not like that. So all them people are so easy, but you'd have less crime. Without the government spend so much of our money. Why you never take the money spend a social invention thing there before you spend it in a Zozo and SOE.
Well,
yes.
Can I answer something? When yesterday, as in the few opening minutes of the speech, I was told that the PA system went down.
Mm-hmm.
And it went down for an extended period of time.
Yes.
And then when it came back, I saw it when it came back, and he was singing a song, so nobody's gonna stop my
style, and nobody's gonna break me. I'm gonna keep on moving. So nobody.
Yeah. Well, my advice to him: keep on moving, man. Keep moving.
Yeah.
Keep moving, because as I said to you before,
play a song like that in a day. Oh, that's the design my man knows. That's a total disrespect.
No.
And next thing you have to stand up for your right. When you hear the bell, the one of them are sing now. Stand up for justice. When you hear the bell, remember Bustamante serve you well. Stand up Jamaica when you hear the bell. You hear that?
Yeah, you hear the song.
Yeah, man.
I heard the song. But you know what happened?
Yeah.
What happened, is simply this. Nobody now break my stride. Good. Well, that stride going to take him. Jamaica is fast approaching a T-junction. And you can either go left or right. This prime minister is choosing to go straight. That T-junction. You can either go left or right, and then go straight.
True master. No, true me. Come talk straight in a better. For the what? Because Bustamante did 64. And then our songs start take over for him and do what I do. So when Busta become 62, we get independent. 63, Rasta get trim. And get mashed up. So, me don't know. Bustamante serve you well. And by the way, I want to know, so Bustamante was a PMP and then him from the JLP too. Bustamante was a PMP, yeah? Yes. Yeah, man.
One of the things he said yesterday was that he said, we haven't taken our focus off of the poor and the most vulnerable. Most vulnerable, women, children, elderly,
Yes.
Them are the most vulnerable. Poor, women, children, elderly.
Yeah, man.
Most vulnerable. And when you have a man now come up there now and when capitalize on the vulnerability, not only of a woman, but a young woman.
Yeah.
And when tell you, say that what a woman they have is mine. She only a safeguard that for me. And when me ready for my thing, she better give me otherwise.
and killer and prison and all kind of things.
And then people hear them things, yeah, because that went viral, you know.
It went viral, of course.
It went viral. It went viral.
Yes.
And when people
and then that mean he saw it also. And him now say I never see guy him always up on social media, them watch where one pan so him tell you. Him do a thing tell you about social media. All right, let me tell you the next thing now. We're gonna cut the next quick thing on this now. We see the Prime Minister said they might give a 50,000 barrel. 50,000 now. 50,000 car water, a drought and everything. Now, one constituency, you have like 41,000 voter, 40,000 voter and that. So 50,000 barrel, and that, remember you have 80,000 people living in one constituency, you know, and them thing there, you know. You see me I say? So 50,000 barrel I'll do. You're going in a parliament. Number one, if you have drought, you don't need to go to parliament and need a budget debate to give a 50,000 barrel. You have government, you have drought. You should just give even 500,000 barrel. And that little bit, because everybody should have one. You understand? So that, and you shouldn't even come and read this like, yeah, look, some plus seat. You know, it dropped it. At 63 constituency, by the way. And if you have like 80,000 people living at one day, so when them I come with you, so better? Eh? You see me I say?
Mm-hmm.
Number two. Them say 48%, them love you percentage. So you put on $23. We are talking in a US term, $23 per money. Pan that. But remember, it can't pay you can't pay light bill. You still can't sell light. It's a 13,000, you know, from 9 to 13. 13,000, and not even 100 US I get. I remember somebody has said, no, compare. Let me ask you something now. One of them hotel when them are built up in Jamaica, where they are Jamaica. When people are buying them ticket, when them buy it in a Jamaican, people them are come from foreign and come there. When them are spend their money at it, when them spending a Jamaican, sir, which if them are buy a ticket fee, or them are book the hotel for 300 US a night. One room, or 400. No US them booking her. Eh? No US them spending her.
Yeah.
But yes, still the people them now work 100 US for the week.
$88.
I remember one of them have how much bed them have to spread and how much thing them have to do. When you run through the month, it's unbelievable. But there's still a US them booking her. A US them booking her. The people that come in Jamaica and them stay foreign and booking a US. The money stay over there. But you make what people them so cheap and give them something, nothing at all. It's free labor. Free labor. Let me ask my brother.
Well, on, before you ask your brother something, let me just make one quick point here.
Yes.
All of the people live below the poverty line, which is anybody who's making less than $5.50 US. How much that? How much that in Jamaican money? Times 150. Let me see something here. 550. $825, right? A day. Anybody in Jamaica, I was living at the poverty level. And I think the poverty level in Jamaica, the percentage of the population is about between 10 and 12%. Between 10 and 12% of you earn $825 or less per day. Jamaican dollars, right? And then you have a huge population where they earn $60 a week, right? 5-day work week, 40 hours. Now, Prime Minister just get a raise, and without knowing what the amount is, everybody grateful because we say, okay, and realize that people cannot afford to live. That's not a livable wage. 9,000 Jamaican dollars per week is not a livable wage. So I'm saying, okay, we're going to get a raise. Yay! Then people say, okay, how much is it? And him saying raise it 44%?
44%. No,
right. 44%.
$23.
And some people go, yeah. And then I'm saying, wait a minute, hold on a second. What that amount to? So you're gone from $60
around 80
to
something.
$88. You get $28 more. Now, let me ask you now a question now. All I want to know who that live below the poverty line and the poor people now. Remember what the Prime Minister said now? He said one of the mandates of the JLP is to move people from the poor class to the middle class. So with $28 per week now, explain to me, tell me now how you're going to move from the poor class, from this class.
Yes.
How you're going to move from that class.
Yes.
To a middle class neighborhood, and you have your car, and you have fridge, and you have flat screen, and you have this, and you have your choice of food for breakfast, and you have 3 squares a day, you have money in your pocket. Tell me how you going to do it on $28 more per week.
And 4,000. Yes.
So tell me all the jumping up and down and things. Stop. Just stop for a second. Stop and say, hold on a second, you know. Oh, the 28.
No, 26, you know, because 26. I 54, 154. So I want 26, and not even so much at 26.
Okay. So stop and ask yourself, how will my life be improved as a result of that? Will I be able to pay my children's school fee now? And my children who show some promise and want to go to university, I have to pay money. Will that $28 a week, will that go towards that, and will that really help and make a dent in everything that's going on? No, it won't. So, and then consider this. You get $28 more.
Yes.
All right. Now, what will happen invariably? Almost assuredly, surely, here's what's going to happen. Prices are going to have to go up. No matter what they tell you.
Every day.
Prices going to go up.
Yes.
Right? So the man who used to move the gas, the man who used to move the gas and buy the gas, he might have to charge you more for transport and deliver.
Gas. Speaking of gas, my brother, Wagwan.
Not too bad, me there.
All right, so me know you are one of the man them will make the plane them fly with the gas. My brother, just talk about gas. Tell me something. Tell me, I talk to a tanker man over in a them place and out to overseas. What you when you drive a tanker for a week or 2 weeks? What your pay look like? Like 500,000?
At the end of the month, all right, now I'm going to tell you on the low key figure, man.
Yes.
The man that haul gasoline, he get paid by the liter. The man that haul jet fuel, he get paid by the trip.
So what you looking at? What you looking
at? $2,400 a trip.
What that? What US that are Jamaican?
No man, Jamaica money, man.
Hear this now. You might draw a truck of gas. The gas, the fuel, the jet fuel, right?
All right.
So make the plane fly.
All right. The maximum trips come to the maximum you can do is 50 trip, 40 to 50 trip.
Okay. But one of your trip we can explode with you and it's very flammable. One of your trip at $2,000 for one trip. And you have to go wait for
2,000.
You hear this, Ratty?
Man.
2,000 a trip, you know. $2,000 Jamaican dollar. That's like 20. And not 20 that be 3,000. So less than 20, like 15, 16, like $17 a trip. For driving a Ratty, you have to go, you know, with an empty tank, you know. And you have to carry it at the airport, you know, and empty it out, you know. Go at the beer and full it, and you get like $17 for that. Per trip. And let me ask you something. If you take 5 hours to make the trip, are the same $2,000? $2,000?
No matter how long you take to do the trip.
All right, let me ask. All right, I'm gonna ask the next driver now. And you are carrying something important because the plane them can't lift up from the airport. You don't know, no. In a Jamaica.
Very important.
All right,
if we not
cool.
drive, the plane not fly.
The plane can't fly. All right, I'm going to ask the next trailer man. Now, let's show you something. All right, hold on. I'm going to ask the next trailer man something. I'm going to call the next trailer man now overseas now. I'm going to ask the next man now. He not do that. Let me just ask the next man there. Hold on there. You hear that, Ratty?
Right.
I'm going to ask the next trailer man now for film trip now. Where him get. Not the man I make like $17. And it not even take 6 hours at the same 17 US I get. What, sir?
Yeah, man, Rattigan, big up Waterhouse, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, man. All right, tell me something. You overseas now. We are drive truck. All right. Them man that drive fuel for fly plane. You might have carry cargo, other cargo. Now drive them dangerous thing there. Because them think they enough money. What you get per hour for just drive your cargo.
All right, we get $36 an hour, $34 to $36 an hour.
Man, I get like $17. And if it take him 5 hours, I do $17 I get in a Jamaica. If you carry that. You get like $30 per hour. You know, visit per hour. You hear the difference, people? Eh? And the man, if the man then move the plane, them can't lift up. And you get $30 an hour. He might get.
Yeah, man.
He might get.
All them in a traffic
when you're not traffic, it still count.
All them in a traffic for 5, 6 hours, it still count.
Him not count. Him just get $17 for the trip. Not per hour.
Yeah.
So him not get no pay that as slavery. So when them come and
when trailer offload, me just turn that truck and them offload it, I'm gonna get paid for it. Same way.
Hey, my brother from in Jamaica, that time for you leave, man. You have time for you apply and leave, because you're a big driver. Hey, brother, that time for you leave, do you know? Yeah, watch a time for you leave.
When?
Yes.
At 12 years, I drive trailer in Jamaica. I work for no after 12 years. I swear I work for no brother.
And when you're there foreign and you work for 1 year, it's frightening.
When I get my first paycheck, I wonder if it's real. If I give them, I give them money.
Yeah, you have for yourself. I tell them, say, hey, doing Prime Minister, when we now make it look bad enough, but I show them reality. See, even if the man in a traffic or them are offload, them are getting paid for where him work. You can't run with people that way there. But wish Jamaica was like that. So people are under slavery. And you have to talk the truth. So them come and talk about minimum wage and them foolishness. Yes, brother.
No, come to Jamaica 2018, my boss come recruit 25 driver, you know, and then I'm a company right now and make money. Okay. But I don't want to recruit my brethren to a long time in my drive, you know. So when we do, I talk off here. Yeah, man. Bad driver. I talk off here, because you have to draw a film. You have to draw a film. If them man cannot work so long in that, no, sir, you have to draw a film too. Yeah, because... And I want to tell you too, in my company, I drive a trainer too, you know, so when we train, we get more money different. Yeah, yeah, that though. yeah. I can't make the window teach them a thing. You see me, I say, yeah, my bedroom, I call my back here. Well, on. Let me answer him back here. Let me answer him back. Yeah? Yeah, man. All right, cool. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. No, man, just tell me that bedroom, say, no, man, him come for 25 drive already. You, next, you know, brother. Me no business. A time for you lift up, man. You're a very important driver, drive for long, brother. 47 years under my belt. You hear that, Ratty?
You hear that? 47 years on them belt.
Getting nothing. Without accident free. Accident, all right.
Outstanding.
All right. You hear that? And every a month and a half in the back before you get that month's pay where you do before. Backside. Yeah, that's exactly all right. That's exactly how you look. So you work and the plane never fly. If you get paid in a March, you know, get paid till the end in April. So you get all the pay in a March, early March. At the end of April before you get paid. Yeah, man. Month and a half, okay. Nearly 2, okay. Yeah, man. So you the man that talk to my virgin boy, because you know, man. Brother, no say nothing. Me there, yeah? Barbara reason. All right. See? So look on the difference. So when people are said that and that, remember, you know, the plane them are lift up a car, people them pay them money, you know. So you have to no compare. You can have people that slave them out in Jamaica, but yes, still when them do so over. You the man that tell us in America what 12 years and when them seen first take him things say, I give them money. You can't believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Eh? Them you have seen. Them you have seen. When them talk about people that live up and move and do this and all kind of little things, them have to live up and do what them have to do. See? And we cannot sit down and call from all over North America and go up in Europe, Europe, where people are working. It's unbelievable. Right? Now, let me tell you something. And this is not a joke. The way Jamaica go now, you have some people in the ghetto, you know, them dream for them take a trip to Europe, that's impossible for them. Only way them can make that trip. Remember, them don't have the money. Remember, if you think about England and you hear a ticket sometimes the ticket will go up at £800 or £1,000. £1,000 and nearly 200,000 Jamaican. So if you and your wife and you have 2 kids you got to travel with, to where you youth them, and you have to spend a 2 week vacation you want, you know. Let me show you a slave you go on. And then you have to book the hotel. You have to have more than $1 million. Much you have in your account. You don't even have a bank account. So just put that out of your mind. Only way you can move unless you have family members there and them are going to offer you the trip. The big boys, them can fly, go anywhere where them want to go. You see it? Eh? So the Prime Minister, them come with them bag of nonsense and a bag of foolishness and the dollar have continued the value and all kind of thing. It don't go hurt people, brother. You understand? Don't go hurt people. Stop it, man. So it's like you're stuck and can't move. Eh? And then you let go the people them out there. And they, you know, you ever hurt me no ratty? When them, you know, people are phone up them still, you know. Phone up kids. And them man in a Henry Morgan house, I tell you, we buy the most thing. And we send the most this and we are buying more helicopter, we are buying more this and more thing for you. I take life. Instead of we train the youth, them we build up some training centers and do something, skill centers and do some things. And it help cut down violence. Because I remember, you know, they will find things for the island, you know. You understand? Them don't want to do it. Them just want to get rid of them and lock them up. You know, count them as human beings, them as subhuman. So we have to come from Rockfort and Waterhouse, so now when you get up now, and them can't chat to you, them say boom, bam, bam. If them come from ghetto, no, you don't love ghetto people, brother. You're born rich. You use ghetto people. You're ratty.
You know, a friend of mine told me this one time, and it has stayed with me throughout the years, and will stay with me forever. She said to me, you teach people how to treat you. You teach people how to treat you. And my people, my $88 per week people, all of you, and below, you are teaching the government how to treat you. Because you see, if you get up, if you rise up and you say enough is enough, and again, legally and peacefully, when you do the right thing, you file a lawsuit, you seek your information, you protest, you deal with your MP, whatever you need to do, then they will treat you differently. They will have a greater sense of respect for you. But right now, they don't respect you because what happened? You teach them how to treat you, and you are being docile. You sit back and you just take whatever them throw at you, and you just say, okay, all right, fine. And you may have a little, you may say something once in a while, but it's not sustainable. You just say it over a period of time. You just say it one day and then that's it. It's done. Then they move on to something else. And them know, say, listen, these folks, if they feel riled up about something that we're doing, you may have 1 and 2 little people say a thing, but then it's done and then that's it. We'll go right back to normal. I will just give them some more of what we used to give them and then just take it more. Remember this, people. You teach people how to treat you. And when you say teach people, you don't necessarily have to do it in an affirmative way. You can do it in a way where it's just, you just sit back and just take everything them fling you. And people learn from that. Them realize, oh, if we give them this, then that's how them react. So we could give them more right then. And them just give you. You teach people how to treat you, right? And around here, we're doing the same thing. We're teaching them how to treat us with respect. Them don't have to love us, you know. Them don't have to love us.
And
but
the
one thing them have to, and like I always, and all of my trials and tribulation that I had throughout the years, I tell people, you don't have to love me. But the one thing I'm going to demand of you is respect. You have to respect me. I'm carry myself in another manner there, right? And when I deal with them in another manner there, them don't love me, and they will tell me that to my face and all. Them say, you see, you respect you, and that's all me ask for.
Simple. All right.
That's all me ask for.
You just say something very important. So you people, just tell me something now. The big boys, them. You ever see the government go around and try to diss them yet? You ever see the police them and lock up and give any one of them I color people them with money? You ever see Azan and any one of them? When you go a ticket court and them thing they ticket the court there, the traffic court. We never see Azan and Esan any one of them appear ticket yet. Or if ever country is so corrupted and you have so much big boys and you never yet but one of them are caught yet. That means something not right. If you're looking at the state, you see Kelly they are prison right now. The amount of man who have money who get legislature get locked up for tax evasion. Just like Martha Stewart get locked up, politicians get locked up, police get locked up. Everybody, bigger than the law. Teacher, the whole of them, judge. When you just go look. In a Jamaica, how much of these people you ever see a police that stop and give them a ticket? If the police give them a ticket, them lose him job. I'm get pressure and finging a scrappy. And you still them break the law. You think them break the law? Who are trouble them? When them a drive more, them more people just see them and say, the big man that. Your head is a slavery mentality that.
You teach people, you teach people how to treat you.
That is it.
By action and inaction.
Yes.
By action and inaction.
Yes.
You teach people how to treat. Because people know, people take, you know what I'm saying? People take step with them. Take step and them see how far them can go with you,
Yes.
And if you make them go, yes, so, and them give you more and you go, then them just keep giving it to you.
Of course.
They keep giving it to you. I mean,
them know he's a no-nonsense person now. Them around put you in a car. Them say, yo, let me tell you this. If I move from 0 to 1 and anything, I'm gonna tell you something. Me no hide myself. Cause me no do the false thing, Cause false thing, like the Prime Minister falls like a false teeth. We wear real teeth. Him falls like a false teeth. So hear this now. Yeah, man, him false, man, and him lie. So you talk the truth. And business. You in an office. Me not deal with you on a public. If I deal with you on the office where you're supposed to hold and respect. Look where you carry in the office, you put the office in a disrepute. You understand? Just you look popularity, you look somebody if you come say, okay, I want a next troll, I want something to go do this. And you're not busy about nothing, I say, check CV. I mean what I say. We're only accountable. We mean what we say. Yes, Ratty.
I can tell you about some experiences I've had with my former employee, but I won't do it now. But suffice it to say that I was never, and them can't tell, I was never afraid to stand up and speak my mind. Never. And I'll give you a story. Because sometimes, we have to illustrate the point sometimes to people. My first assignment at the FBI, I was working counterintelligence, and I had a case. And in those days, we had like at the squad area, it was just a cubicle for the supervisor, and everybody sat at desks outside. And a friend of mine, a first FBI partner, he sat next to the supervisor's cubicle. And he pick up his phone one day. I'm sitting like 2 or 3 desks behind him. And he called me and said, hey, you don't have a case with such and such a name. I said, yeah, my case. I said, so them inside there talk about your case. I said, you serious? Him say, yeah, man. Him say, the CIA inside there, with the boss, and then bring in a senior agent on the squad, and them attack. And him say, your case I'm talk about. I say, maybe just in passing. Him say, okay. Next time I say, the CIA brother come back in, and we know a CIA, I'm going at the office, and them attack my friend, pick up the phone again and say, say, them talk about your case again. So, okay. We have to go up an operation. Supervisor come and say, all right, it's your case. I want you to go and I want you position everybody. I want you to go and get the cars. The dirty work on me get for do, you know. The dirty work on me get for do. If you go call a person, if you go arrange this, and if you go make sure everybody the car and do this and do that and that and that. And my job that. But you see, when it comes to the real operation, he might talk to a white brother. Is a white supervisor me have. I might talk to a white brother, and the CIA brother is a white brother. And my virgin knows a white brother too. I don't go black man. And my virgin in every time them come and say, hey, they might talk about your case, you know. They might talk about your case. And then start get to me now. I'm say, so one day I say, you know what? Him said to me, say, you know what you need for though? You need for go in and talk to the supervisor. You need for go in and talk to him. So I go in there the day, you know. And I said to him, say, sir, you know, you give me this case here. I'm say, yeah, that's your case. And I say, well, it's come to my attention that, you know, every time CIA come and have a meeting and things like that, all of the so-called senior agents and senior, them talk about the case, and it's my case. You hold me responsible. Every 90 days you ask me about the case. What is these guys you have the big discussions with? And he pull on him glasses and him said to me, say, are you saying that I'm a racist because everybody white? And the Jamaican just stand up in me, you know. I'm looking at him and say, sir, let me tell you something. If I felt you were a racist, I would tell you because I'm not afraid of you. No, me up on probation, you know.
Yes.
Me up on probation, you know. Them can't fire me with no reason. And me tell them, no man, me say if me feel you're a racist, me tell you, me not afraid of you.
Yeah, actually. But you don't go to them. That not me that. Yeah, man.
And then him said to me, say, well, if you saw all of this happening, you went to know what turn it back upon me. If you saw all of this happening, why didn't you say something? I know me as the supervisor, you know. I know my job that, but him turn it back upon me.
So you know, you're not telling him.
So him said to me, say, if you saw this going, why didn't you say something? Never forget it. Word for word, verbatim, quote. Me said to him, say, sir, I was hoping that Providence would intervene on my behalf. When I tell him, say, boy, I wish God would have come and reveal it to you and you would have take care of me. You know, the man tell me? The man say, you have a mouth. You need to open up your mouth. So him turn the whole thing back for me, you know. You see, from that day there, this happened in 1989. 1989. You see, from that day till when me left in 2017, brother, me not stop opening up my mouth, you know.
So, Mr. Man,
me not stop opening up my mouth. You teach people how to treat you. I mean, I tell you, I go some place where people are talk about me and things, you know. Me all run all the office of South Africa and 2 white boys come there to come catch a terrorist, all right? And me have to go with them. The man say, yeah, have to go Zambia with them and blah, blah, blah. I go Zambia and do what I have to do. And man, I walk down and them attack. I mean, know them attack about me for my, you know, my history. And as I walk in, so, you know, them stop talking. I just take a seat at the table. I say, now listen, if you have something to say about me, you say it to my face. You don't talk behind my back, and as soon as I come, you stop the conversation. And what them do? Like church mouse. Quiet. Man. I mean, no ramp, man. So my people, my Rockfort, I open and listen to, you know, Rockfort. East, I open and listen to, you know, Tower Hill, Compound, Boa Banks, Tivoli, Rima, Jungle, Firehouse, Cuba. I open and listen to, you know.
Oh, you mean?
Don't afraid to talk to people, because if you don't talk, they won't know. That's what I'm going to say to you. Even though they should know, them going to say they don't know. You have to talk to the people them who supposedly are lead you.
Ratty, but not for that, you know. I do some things where it's unbelievable. Throughout the whole music and thing. If me I thought no I'm jet for a palm, if I'm still alive and I'm seeing him, that's say you Lonesome the ramp in the car, I'm going to Lonesome alone. Me say, if I'm different from Gregory Isaac, come and chat to me, I can I'm have to find him money and give me too. Never see nobody do this. Him and Gregory Isaac. See? I have to make them fire the next one from over there too. What me do, you know, what the bigger the guys them is, me never put them. You see, if it's a little poor man and thing, me listen to him, me give him a helping hand. And me teach him. But them big boy that like push one people, me no unite with them, and can't push me around.
No, man. No, man, we don't take that. And when you have to set the foundation, you have to set the example.
Yeah, man, that's me, man.
You need a story. Me there a Mississippi, me are the number 2 man in the office for the whole state of Mississippi. Because me have the national security program. All of the program, counterintelligence, counterterrorism, intelligence, the field intelligence group, the whole of them things, I might think that, right? At one point, we take over the whole office, you know, and the other, because 2 away, you have one man at top, and the 2 away now, we report to him. And what happened is that this brother only have the criminal program and the administrative program. You know me though? They take over the administrative program from him. He won't have the criminal program. We have everything else in the office. So down at the bottom of Mississippi now, we're in the middle of Mississippi. We're down at the bottom, 100 and something mile away. A supervisor in the office with me, them come to me, he might report to me. And the supervisor know I want big boy in the agency, you know. Him come to me and say, never work, you know, down on the course, you know. And boy, me I call me, not answer. We have some case, him not answer. Blah, 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 blah. I say, talk to him, say, yeah. I say, all right, here we go. I will take care, right? No worries. You know me, do the next morning, 5 o'clock, me get up and me drive, go down there, you know. Nobody don't know me, I go down there, you know. I go down there, I'm going to the office. I'm going to the office down there, you know. One of the office down there. People frightened when they see me walk in, you know. Come walk in and say, people, you know, they people who supposed to do our work, not their work. And some people supposed to have suit and have no suit. And, you know, we dress already and things like that. And some people have them foot cock up on this. And so, and soon as them say, them foot them come down, you know. Pure white people, you know. And I say, I look for that man here, you know. Them say, if they don't go to next place, but drive, go over there, you know. Me not find him. Them tell me, they say, if they are court. I say, all right. When I text him and tell him something there, I wait for him. Because me a theme boss is boss.
Yes.
So I say, tell him, say, I want to talk to him. So him call him, I say, here we go. Meet me at the casino. Me want take you go lunch. And me and him go there and we sit down. And I said, when me sit up, when me see him, I say him I going on. I say him I go. And just a shake like leaf when him see me, you know. And I sit down with him and I said to him, say, you live down here? I say, yeah. And I say, and you love down here? I say, yeah. I say, you have family over in Alabama. Cross the border. I say, yeah. And I say, you love the job and everything. Yeah. And I say, no, it has come to my attention that people can't find you. People can't find, people are call you and you know, answer, you know, return call, you know, your supervisor, blah, 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 blah. And I say, I'm here, say, you make some comments about me. I say, you know me? I say, no, sir. I say, well, you need to get to know me before you make any comments. I'm saying to him, say, it's unwise to speak about people that you know nothing about. Don't ever make any derogatory remarks about me again. All right. And I said, that's number one. Number two, I said to him, say, listen, I will now become your newest best friend. Because guess what's going to happen starting tomorrow? Tomorrow I will be calling you. And if you don't answer that phone, you see all of this life where you live and you love down here, guess where you go after that? Me I transfer you go North Mississippi, up at Oxford, from Gulfport to Oxford, which is like night and day. I'm going to say, this is how you go. Someone say, oh, you go meet your family, or you go do things for your farm and things like that. I'm going to say, and him know me have the power to do it, you know. I'm going to say, you go do it immediately.
Yeah, man.
Brethren, that man never get another problem again. Him call me and I yell me up sometime. Him call me before me call him. To me, I'll stop calling him. But again, you know, you go and you make people know how things work and you set the thing, right? So that people respect you. Them not have to love you. But they just have to respect your word. You know? Yeah, Mr. Tim said, you disrespect your supervisor and you disrespect me by extension. And that can't work because we not disrespect you. We make you have a nice lifestyle down here and you do what you want and nobody bother you. So
all right. I mean, I just say we are wap them with a ramp. All right, so hear this now. Andrew, listen this. Good evening, Mr. Lonesome. I am here watching your show with Rattigan, with Will Rattigan. Right? Rattigan, may I send a copy, me right now run through it. Can I send a copy to you? Right? All right. See there? Yes. I was once a JLP supporter who used to campaign for a member of Parliament, J.C. Hutchinson, and I regret every moment. I wish I could take back my last vote.
Wow.
You see it, Ratty?
I see it.
All right. Look at what is happening to me at work and all the injustice which my member of Parliament know about. Imagine suffering under the JLP government that I helped to put in power and now they can't help me. They are just a bunch of users and opportunists. You see it?
I see it, man.
They use you to get into power. Then turn around and torture you and toss you aside. You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
And everybody I hear that. You understand? So the little one them will get a little $5 grand and talk. No, we are Jamaican.
First, foremost, and always.
Party are just You just want somebody to run the country. As some see it, politics, some say politics, somebody but you have to run it equal right across the board. I want some big boy I go prison. Remember, you can't have a country where you lose billions. All kind of thing happen, but you still done a GP. When the man them done a GP, me never see somebody look like a Azan or Essa, nobody for them kind of, in there. I use the same little bag and, in a hammock asleep or something. Them foot can't go in there. No care what happened. That means something wrong with the justice system against these people. And I like them not do nothing wrong. Nobody can tell me that. Look for Upper Court Port. Look for another wharf. Them not about now. Get to you, them thing there. Them come to me and say, $5 billion worth of pre-the-last in it. Let me tell you something. One man go for 40 cow. If you kill one cow in a rock fort, everybody knows you kill the cow. And you alone, your little fridge can't hold the meat. You never eat up the police like a year. But yes, them 40 cow, there are 100 cow dispose off. Gone in some beef patty. I got on some shelf. Can me talk straight? You miss all the cow, you say, boy, but the man, them teeth look out, and you have them get to youth,
You gonna eat your own cow in a beef
patty. You eat a bite in your cow side. You buy the patty and say, boy, the man, them, and your cow, yam. That's you. $5 billion what? Let me tell you this. If you have some ghetto youth right now have a $1 million, you can see them start spending on them house. Not for them. So one man start do something. You can see it, You can see some money I spend. You see, you can see the transformation. See? And so I know so the people them up there, so them evil to the people them down here. So I be a classism going in a Jamaica, brother. And people pick up some politicians when I respect them. Them are cost them own brother. Them malice them own family, all them mother and thing for politics. You hear that? And politicians don't rate you, them rate them and them wife and them pitney.
Let me ask you a question. Also. Just in your wildest dreams, just imagine this in your wildest dreams.
Yes.
You say the Prime Minister I invite Peanut Dread to come to a cocktail party with him and them friend them.
Boy, and let me do it. But they're not going to do it now because through this,
they'll be close to election.
Yeah, them not going to want to do that again because them sensitive. Them know how we in the diaspora were powerful. And I like the one, them the 20th where them put in. Them know some be the man of the wilderness. Remember, say, when you check with CV, remember millions of people we have around the world, and about Jamaica. But broader views than that. Me run techno world to man. See? Me where you sit down here, man. So, sometimes you make them people and something We have followers. We have real people, man. See? So, when we talk, them say echo out there, Like to hurt them, So them are want to pull up themselves, You see me I say? Yeah, man. Because when we sit on the chair, as we say my road, when my born and grew up on the road, I said, you lucky you have a road looking nice. Yeah, that look pretty to my road. The turn back, Stone Age. Nobody, no barber green, nothing I run on it. Yeah? And then when the man do, hear this now, when you have a government, you say that you know what, wait to win a budget debate. For your government come promise you and say, I'm going to widen a road, and I'm going to do this. You're running me with that foolishness, a garbage. You're supposed to do what you do. You know why? You're not in a budget, this and that. If you give it some tank and the place trying nobody have the water, them that issue the tank. Come and say like, oh, man, we give them some cookie. That means that this year this get up people. So each time you come with, at this time I get scared of people.
You want to know. This funny as hell. Yes. I have a friend, dear friend of mine, come from Narbrook. Well known in political circles, well known in business circles, well known in upper crust social circles.
Yes.
Right? She just write me and ask me.
Yes.
What is Radam? Remember me tell you, say, them thing they are enough for the people I'm upside now. That and the other song, the song we must sing, Don't You Trouble Zion, for the people with the zinc fence. Right? It's a political ploy for attract them people. It's not for the people in uptown. My friend from Narbrook, Me right and tell her, say, I must ask Peanut Dread and the PM. Because she lives close to the PM. Me tell her, ask them what that mean.
So what that? So a police will come to you and say, don't move, Radam. I'm not saying don't move, I'm just saying Radam. You gotta walk about your business. So the police are coming, that's stupid because that no in the police thing there, I'm not all like that. So you come say Radam to you.
See book, in another police book at all.
No. See? No in a law book. So man come and judge and say Radam to you. But a prime minister was supposed to know better, come up with a bag of foolishness. Me not like your foolishness. Me not listen foolish tune and them thing that I know. Me not do it, No, me's a serious man. Remember, fan toots them and the whole of the man, them remember me and them good, The man them may pass go right back. Remember enough of them they put me label to better. From Gregory them come right back, Remember my work when me do it unbelievably, Me do things of stay, The man of the wilderness plan this. So them can't go around me and come size up with me. Cause me a planet, not boat, not star, planet. I'm a
planet.
Yes. See? Here the little thing I know from Mouthpiece, Blue, what them one name. Hear this.
The builder. He was sold as a top performer. But 3 years on, it appears section.
No, man, let me cut this. Don't call me, I play something, yeah? Don't call me, I play something.
It appears sections of the electorate are having buyer's remorse. The Blue Dot posters asked 1,207 Jamaicans to rate the Prime Minister's performance from extremely poor to exceptional, with extremely poor being a 0 and exceptional being a 10. 37% of the respondents say Andrew Holness is a poor performer. Those Jamaicans gave the self-styled builder a failing grade of between 0 and 4. A clear 13% of that number gave the Prime Minister the lowest grade of 0. 30% of Jamaicans feel Holness is doing an average job, rating him between 5 and 6. The West Central St. Andrew MP and two-term Prime Minister was viewed as doing a good job by 32% of Jamaicans. They gave him a grade of between 7 and 10. 6% of the respondents gave Andrew Holness a perfect score of 10. Those numbers relate to early 2023. But the 3-year trend assessment shows a Prime Minister who's swimming against a rising political tide. In 2021, 43% of Jamaicans thought Andrew Holness was doing a good job at Jamaica House. That figure held steady in 2022, coming in again at 43%. But after a series of missteps by his government this year, Holness's good performance rating has plunged by 11 points to 32%. At the same time, there's been a marked increase in those who have soured on the Prime Minister, moving his poor performance rating from 27% last year to 37% in 2023. It was 26% in 2021. Over the last 3 years, those who feel neutral about the job the Prime Minister has done have held steady at 30%. In summation, the number of Jamaicans who rate the Prime Minister as doing a good job over the 3-year period 2021 to 23 declined by 11 percentage points. The number who are neutral about his performance over that.
So all them do a call some people where might have to boom boom and they still get low rate because number one, them not perform. So them not have to know that. So no care what them do and them a try do them own little thing. Them just not performing. You see me I say? Them not perform. You see me I say? Them not performing. And people are hurt. 2 million people are hungry. I have to tell them the truth. You see? And I like me who have a big plate of food that wait for me, When me don't go eat, me go catch some niggeritis and them thing then. Honestly. Some people now have nothing at all to go eat, brother. It hurt, my man. It's wicked. I'm going to tell the truth. You understand? It's wicked, man. So we have to hold them to account. You see, every time you see Prime Minister, you can't wait in a budget debate. The man tell about, no new taxes, or this and that. That mean them not working. That mean them sum up and wait till a year come and them say, I could do this. And the people, them, and it can lift you up. So our politics, them a play with their life. If them a do real work, nobody now have to say nothing because you have to see the real work. You have to feel the job. Them, I mean, I talk about good paying job. I mean, I talk about you get paid in a Jamaica. You are working in a hotel, them to start paying in a US. US!
Look.
People booking US. See? Them pay in a US and pay you good too. So even if them did not pay you even at 500 US in a hotel per week, even say 300 then, 600 every 2 weeks, although that's small. But you don't see yourself, because it'll be a 90,000 that them not give you. But if you did overseas at work, remember them have to pay right, you know. Them can't get 300 in a hotel fee. Them can't beat. Yeah, citizens in a country, them might get 300. But what? If you're weak, you're mad. Them can't beat. Them pay by the over and pay you good. Saying? Them should not pay in the US. Minimum wage is supposed to lower than 300 US. Right now, you can't pay light bill, still have your thief light. Still have your thief light. And by the way, the most light thief by the big man them up a hill, because remember them have people come in and flip it. It's not a joke. You know, say, up a mega mart, them did well, one man were working there, say him, a thief light. Can you imagine me working a mega mart? Me not own it. Me just get some pay. I mean a thief light for run the fridge them. And everything. Me a thief light for the bar. So me not get paid. That makes sense. Eh? It's a escape free or something that. An escape not even Nance. Come on now. An escape go that. So they may just pay a fee, man, just say, yeah, man, just take this because we don't want to look bad with the name. Me say the biggest set of cook them are them up there. Billions them thief. I'm ask you how much of them they done right now. How much of them draw front of court a year time. Can you imagine you have a country and none of them people here, you know, draw front of court. None of them that they are GP. None of them that they are Spanish town. None. Them and them pitney. None. None of the big boys them that means something wrong. But you look at any other country, big boys in there, them go prison. Them get fired, them go prison and everything equal right across the board. You understand? Government can't tell police what to do. It not work so. The Prime Minister of UK the other day, remember them do the video enough to talk about the goodies. No sir, go right again.
Indeed.
And what happened? Them charge him. Them ticket him. Him never have a seatbelt as a Prime Minister if you set example. That one you know have people with him as a matter of fact. See that?
Play it.
Play it.
Hold out longer, you stinker. You fucking bad mind bitch. Make it look like you not get no comfort, you not get no pleasure out of fuck. Yes. And me alone want fuck and like a favor you grant me. You want to kill your blood clot, you think of your pussy. Eh? God give you my things to keep for me. I'm ready for me things. What you want me to beg for? Me a demand that bumbo clot unless me no want it, you know. Kind of fear. God give you to keep for me and my blood clot one. I'm ready for me things and no give me no trouble, you know. Like you want me to satisfy your needs and your demands and all them pussy clot before you give me things. That's what you do. How you do and I broke my arm, bro? You believe me, I know the joke with my arm, bro. Somebody dead for blood clot or me I go to prison. What? Oh, bend up pussy. Unless your pussy sick for blood clot you will get away now. But when you not sick, don't give me no trouble, you know. Because I want me things. I just surrender and give me blood clot things, you know, because you know see my one, you know. Simple. I don't want bumbo clot give to me like the one me have to get to you and beg you. You want me cut your blood clot throat, how you do?
Same way go. Same way go.
Go to no beg pussy what you demand for. I me kill out your pussy clot. You think me can back face?
You don't move. Yo, me just have Mikey's price on the line. I talk to him there a minute. Me up on my live, you know, but me I put my mic on pause. Rattigan, go and hold the floor there.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, people don't understand something. Influence, right? If you notice, there was another person in that video with him. And the person concur with him. You the person say, when him start out with him nonsense, person says simple. Simple. As in, a simple thing that. I agree with you. Then the person went on to say, I see him so it go. I believe those are the words. See him so it go. See him so it go. Twice, 2 or 3 times. No, you cannot imagine. I can imagine being in that neighborhood because I lived in that neighborhood. And we cannot imagine the influence. When a man like this, people look up to a man like him in the community. And when a man like that say that, as a youth, and me hear that, me believe that. Right? And me try live where I say. So what that means is that when him says something like that, that is how me supposed to say women. That is how me. In fact, when me that grew up in the waters, I'm saying, in fact, it's weird. A woman actually said this to me. Said, if your man not beat him, not love you. Think about the mindset, people. If your man not beat you, if your man not abuse you, him not love you. It's a woman tell me this.
Other people then. Hold on, just hear them out.
Right? And you see where this happened though. This happened in the poor neighborhoods. Because this not happen uptown, at least not in this graphic way. Right? And you hear about it.
Thank you. Well,
yeah,
Mikey Spice, you look them people are feminine.
Yo, Canada, you don't know, we're still around. We just stay busy with this and something that way. But you don't know, you're so silly. Look, all the girls, them ladies, you don't know.
Tell him say the max if you hear them up. Tell him say see the mark. See the mark.
Rattigan to Cinemax if you hear you up. Draw a piece of I am I said no man.
See the mark.
A little note, Mikey.
I would have to get that.
Yeah, man. Just draw a little piece of note for me now.
I am myself. You know one day when Rattigan the band like you don't say
Is.
Make sure say get your wedding on kind of one is a special.
So nothing better. Do that thing there.
Massive them. I see you guys too, man. Huh?
All right, bless up, better.
Yeah, man. All right.
Yeah, better.
We'll leave with this thing to you.
Right now, all right, cool, better, cool.
All right.
Yeah, man.
So it's like I tell him, said, how influential a man like him is in the community, and there's a man standing next to him who agree with everything he must say. The man has said, simple, see him say it go, see him say it go, right? And that cascade down to the youngest member of the community, and them hear that, and then them start live it, and that's a problem. Now, let me just talk about something that's connected to it, but it's a divergence of sort. When you hear politicians speak, as we said, listen to them, but pay attention to the professors, people at the university right here, because anything you want, we dissect, whether it's finance, crime, agriculture, foreign affairs, health, whatever, we there, so right? The knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding, the analysis, everything is right here. So here's something I'll tell you now. When you hear, listen carefully to what Nigel Clark, how he speaks, and listen to how the Honorable Minister Nigel Clark speaks, and then listen to how the Right Honorable, Most Honorable Prime Minister Andrew Holness, listen to how he speaks, right? When Minister Clark speaks, he's not speaking to Jamaica. Just take it from me, at least the masses. He's not speaking to the masses. You don't understand what he's saying, and it's deliberate. He's speaking to an international audience. He's talking to the IMF. He's talking to IDB. He's talking to the World Bank. He's talking about how them can squeeze the ordinary Jamaican so that them can satisfy the requirements to get more money. That is what matter. I'm not talking to Uno. And when you hear him talk about art, and whenever he tries to speak to the ordinary Jamaicans, it gets convoluted, so much so that at times it appears as if he himself doesn't understand what he's saying. You remember that algorithm, tropical rhythm speech? I think you can retreat, Don't let me down, Mr. Selector.
But I get play thing. I'm gonna make Mikey Spice go sing. I get play thing all over the place. Like, but when I come at it, I don't tell the people. Remember, we have run things first. I come up in June the 24th and 25th. So I so put up that and put up the whole of the thing them and the whole car. It's like before them, like the people them get crazy.
Find that speech for me now, please, if you can.
I'm gonna look for the speech.
Yeah, but
things are going on. My thing, you know.
So see, when he speaks, when the Minister Clark speaks, he's not speaking to the. He's not speaking to people from.
Well, I mean
this neighborhood. He's not speaking to those people, right? Now, when the Prime Minister speaks, he's speaking to these people. And that's why you get Radam. That's why you get Don't Trouble Zion. Right? That's why you get the catchphrases. Because he supposes, and maybe rightly so, that those are the things that those people want to hear about. You teach people how to treat you. You clamor. You expect. You want that kind of talk. And so it's presented to you and you accept it. And the talk is all bluster. Not much behind it. And you take it and you thumb suck it and it soothes you like a soda, right? So you can't really complain. So unless you want to do something about it. So they have different speeches for different parts of the society. So, Nigel, the Minister Clark, he speaks to, the financial people, the local and international and regional. So when he talks, you cannot, you need somebody to kind of like go through it and sieve it out and say, this is what we really are talking about, it's not for you, what I talk about. And then when the Prime Minister speaks, it's also different because you have to look at what he's not saying. You have to look at, I'll give an example. He said that, all right, give an example. He said that the Jamaica Constabulary Force is the only, I think he said it's the only force in at least in our part of the Caribbean that's ISO 9001 certified. That's a international certification. And what is it about? It's about quality management system for your organization. It's to say how things are streamlined, how seamless things are, how things just flow. And him said it's about the JCF, And we know that's not the case, right? We want to know who gave them this, when them qualified feet, all them qualified feet, and so on. So, and people, Ray, ask yourself the question: if this is true, then how come we have this? This is called a consensus on crime, and it lays out what the JCF has to do, including replacing station diaries, the big book. Which is like 1870s construct. Nobody used no modern day police service or force worth the name uses a big old book. Everybody gone computerized. That's standard. Jamaica still are used. Them not completely convert to computer. Them still are use that, right? So I'm telling you that, and you hear it and you say, okay.
That's one. I'm not right. I don't want to cut you up, but I give this and then you continue the same talking because that means we look good, right? Look on this.
Yeah, wicked man still in a search. They give me a ticket already in my uniform, Can't get a push start, sir. Sorry about that. Yeah, man. Go on do your thing. You don't want to start still.
So you just certify that means everything's supposed to look good and everything will work right and vehicle and everything up and them thing, right? Police them work good. So me just can't say everything certified. Only in the Caribbean and whatever you certify, right, Patty?
Exactly.
So me give that's a one. This is a broke down bike though. That's a pop down bike.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me just make one quick comment about that though.
Mm-hmm.
The soldier man, and I'm assuming him say, sound like he's a soldier man. Yeah, get the ticket. If you broke the law, you get a ticket. It's that simple.
We're not business, yes.
We're not business. If you broke the law, you get a ticket. But there's also something called professional courtesy. Where, like, for example, as an FBI agent, if me a driver, I mean a speed and a policeman stop me and me reason with him, he will just say, okay, and he will make you go as a professional courtesy, right? I don't know if that was warranted. I don't know. All I know is that the idea that because you're in a uniform, you can't get a ticket is ridiculous.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that I like get tickets still in. I'll show you something else, but go on talk.
Okay. Now, here's another thing that him throw out and people don't pay attention to it. Him say 134 they have now 134 police stations. That's here the categories: newly built, refurbished, expanded, or in progress. Yeah. No. Break it down and tell us how many police stations newly built, how many police stations refurbished, how many police stations expanded, and how many police stations in progress. And by the way, in progress means it's no bill. It means in progress means it's still upon paper, right? If you that number out 134 and people jump up and down and say, yeah. But ask the question, get as we say, get granular. Meaning get specific. How many? Tell us how many. Because that's where the true story is. That's where the true story is. Not this thing when just throw it and people just jump up. So them lump all of them together and them don't tell you, because if him tell, and you know why I don't tell you? Because if it was good news, it would have get specific. That's how politicians are. When it's good news, then get specific. When if something not going good, yasso, him not gonna lump everything and said, this is what going over yasso. No, him going to say, this is what's happening here, this is what's happening here, this is what's happening. And every time him say it, him stop and get an applause. And the smart ones, what them do, when them do that, they make a comparison. I say, oh, the last administration had it at that, but now it's here. Over here, the last administration had that, but now it's here. Because it must show progress. But when you hear them lump things together with Jamaican people, tell them, no, break it down to us. We don't understand, you give it a big number and you give it like 5 or 10 things in it, and then it sounds good. Just like when them do the budget, when them say them okay, billions and billions, and when you chop it down, it's at least the people them get.
All right, let me get that one now, Ratty. Let me get that one, because the ticket, every time uniform, I'm forget ticket, but you have some police love get ticket too, Look on this now. I remember them certifying. Look at the car.
I say a badge number. I see a badge number upon you. So in case I like. Officer, now you get me. I make a video. I go court and stuff, Just look up a video. Okay, yeah, man. You know, I make a video, go court and stuff.
It's the car.
Yeah, man. Plan Secure Jamaica.
I know what's certified, right?
Plan Secure Jamaica.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Them say I don't have no carrier's license. Yeah. Gail, pull my trunk for me.
We never know still. That's a meeting.
Alright. So, this is where the officer say my job, if I can, my private vehicle. I look a small tool pan. Yeah. So this is what me get. No carrier. So I don't have no carrier's license. I carry my tool pan in the back of my car. So I can't load in my car. So I'm supposed to just travel with my car empty. Basically.
So that's how them get the ISO thing for. You have a tool pan and them get that's illegal, If you not stop him, if you have the reasonable thing for cars to stop him, you shouldn't stop him. How much else for going in them car? If there is no suspicion,
that's the ISO. That is the ISO.
And the ISO that with that piece of car, none of them kind of car look in the car and then North America running
Where's Plan Secure? Where's Plan Secure Jamaica? Where's the funding on the Plan Secure Jamaica?
I don't know.
No, here's another thing we talk about, right? Him say 81 weapons found at the border or seized at the border since the beginning of the year. And to date, the JDF and the JCF have they seized 350 illegal guns, right? We never tell you people, is that according to their estimates, and we know that it's whatever they tell us it's higher, whatever they tell us. But let's go by their estimates. 200 illegal guns enter the country of Jamaica every month. We're in March now, 600. By the end of this month, 600. And based on what they see so far, it's what? 350 and 81. What that, brother?
Well, them say 3 much?
Them say it's 350.
So 350.
No, and then
250
then
from what, 600?
Well, let me have an 81 up here. So I suspect that the 81 come from the 350. I think that's why I make it 169, right?
169.
No, it wouldn't be 169. No.
So 81, them when them say them 350, they leave 250, you know.
Right.
And when them take out a 250 again now.
No. So him say 81. When do him get two numbers? Him say 81 sees at the borders, right? I confuse people. 81 sees at the border since the beginning of the year. Then him come down and make a statement say that, well, the JDF and the JCF, they've seized 350 illegal guns. So we don't even know
We can't put them together because that'll be 430. 81, 431. But we can't put them together. We can't put them together.
431.
Yes,
431.
81, yeah.
And take that minus that from 600. Wow.
Yeah, but no, we can't put because them said 350 C's, so we have put 250 them have. Can say 81 C's at the bottom.
Right. Okay. So, but what happens is that him don't. Then another thing him say is that 247 since the Firearms Act of 2022 was passed. I think it was late last year. Him said 247 people charged for possession of illegal firearm. But what him don't tell you is that a man just gets sentenced. Oh, and remember, they made a jump up and down, and that's where the radam come in. That's where the radam come in. When them say, if them catch you, radam 15 years you get. And people are asking in the chat, where radam mean? Where radam mean? Radam means something, it means something terrible. Art mean it means nothing. It means radam, it means like
what radam mean no from back in the days, either way, Radam Clinton. Either way, Radam Clinton. It was a surname. So only the Radam me know.
But that's where the Prime Minister.
Radam Clinton or Radam something. Either way, Radam Clinton, right?
Right.
Yes.
That's where the Prime Minister start use the word radam. When him start talk about the punishment for possession of illegal. I'm saying you have to do a minimum of what, 15 years or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Them just sentence a man for about 4 years for illegal possession because there's a loophole in the law, right? And them just sentence him. So again, you have to ask him them questions. Yeah, you have to say to him, say, but Mr. Prime Minister, you have 247 charged for possession of fire. Oh, wait, let me finish that point, and then I want you to explain something to the people. 247 people charged possession of illegal firearms. Well, tell us what penalty them are faced, and also where is the crime being charged? In what court? Is it the resident magistrate's court or is it circuit court? Because depending on where you go, the punishment will be different.
But you know what's funny though? Every time them got a man with an illegal firearm, it comes on news because them like pose up these things. When them find gun, them like show it. So the whole of them thing, I will not see it. You understand? This is where I remember them lie, you know, them bury gun under the sun, and remember them lie bad in a man.
Well, you know what happened is I'd like to talk to the people about the statements that he made yesterday, and that my good friend, I know you about him, but Dennis Brooks are my friend, right?
Yes.
My friend. I'm my friend. He's a hardworking, dedicated, bright public servant. Yes. But you have a different view of
dedicated, bright. I get some call from some people. It's a bright. Well on there. Hello, my learned friend.
Hello. Yes. Good evening.
Hold on, my sister, my other learned friend. Yes, sir.
Yes, the word radam expressed by Peanut Dread was a sexual undertone. It was a sexual phrase, and the Prime Minister used it in the wrong context to fight crime.
And you see what I'm doing now?
It's about sex, giving the woman hardcore sex. That's what Peanut Dread meant.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's force. With force, right?
Yes, with force. Excessive force and power. But it was a desperate move by the Prime Minister to adopt such phrase, you know, because he is losing touch with the masses. So he's rolling on to something that will help him to relate to the normal people, but it has backfired right now. Because this man should have no form of association with the office of the Prime Minister or even Parliament that he went the other day at the Prime Minister's budget presentation. You notice how passionate he Because when he was expressing himself in the video,
yes,
it means that he was saying everything from his heart.
Mm-hmm.
The Prime Minister has to now come and apologize to the women of Jamaica because he was endorsing someone, putting him up on a pedestal and said he's going to use him as an influence in various communities. He will now have to retract his statement, apologize to the women of Jamaica, and discontinue the use of peanut dread because it's obvious that peanut dread is a violent man. He seems to be a sexual predator based upon his own words. And, you know, for people like ourselves who have children, daughters, and so on, I mean, it's very disgraceful to hear a man speak like that.
Mm-hmm. Look, let me make a call out to the Prime Minister. Again, my brethren. Okay. No, go ahead, sir.
Yes.
Him say, go ahead.
The Prime Minister was misguided when he took on peanut dread.
Can you hear me?
Critical campaigns. He did not do his research. I am hearing you clearly.
Okay, him never do no research. Him never check up no CV. It bad though. That bad, brother. Bad. It's bad. Let me hear from the female. Yes, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. You know, listening to yourself and Rattigan speak about the Prime Minister's speech and all of that, is that the Prime Minister's speech was long on rhetoric, but short on substance.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to get to the random nonsense in a bit, but in talking about how many police stations are built, refurbished, or in progress, he had the opportunity to give some facts as to, okay, police station in Islington was refurbished, has new police cars, has new, all of that. He said none of that. So he just gave a blanket statement, and then on the ground, it's not what he's saying is not reflected. Now, him having a sexual predator, an abusive person in the parliament, that is basically what having him there is in a way endorsing his behavior, because his team should have known that this man has this kind of language coming out of his mouth. Because before bringing him there, they should have done an in-depth background check on this man to see whether or not he is fit to be a part of the Prime Minister's speech. Of course, President Biden, he brings people in from the the story behind it matches what he is saying. So no one can come after the fact to say, oh my God, didn't he know that this person was that violent or this? How can this man have this thing saying? And this is the kind of person that the Prime Minister is holding up to the country and saying, I want you to speak to young people and encourage young people. Encourage young people to do what? Molest and rape young women? Because that's basically what he was saying. And like Rattigan said about the young man who came into the video after close to the end of what he was saying, and he was just basically sanctioning what he was saying. Now, if that is a young man sanctioning what this grown ass man, only a mother could love him, he's so ugly. And if he is sanctioning what he is saying, just imagine who else he's influencing. So how can this man not be used as a role model, as we say in Jamaica, for young people? What is he going to tell them? That they have a right to abuse young women? At the rate of how women are abused, young girls are being raped and murdered in Jamaica, you're going to tell me that this is the man, this is the best of Jamaica that he has? There are so many young people in high schools, in primary schools, at colleges, in the workforce. There are more talented young people than himself, more creative young people than him, that he could have looked to and say, young people, look at yourself. If this person can do it, so can you. But he's using a person who is abusive, who is violent, and who is cruel towards women. And based on his language, he's really saying that he's a sexual predator. And he should really apologize to the people of Jamaica, to the country, to the world at large, because many people are listening to his speech, and he should really apologize for bringing this predator into the national argument.
You know, after
yes, my learned friend, when there. Hold on, because I'm not here. Yes, now here you know.
The reason the Prime Minister found it necessary to recruit Radam Peanut Dread is because he doesn't have anything genuine to offer to the people of Jamaica as Prime Minister.
That's true.
Because listening to Peanut Dread, you would find that he's either a madman, a drunkard, or a predator who has no association whatsoever with the Jamaican Parliament or the office of the Prime Minister. That's a new law by Pm Holness. And he is the one who put this country in such a mess. And he became so desperate now to connect with the masses to the point where he has recruited this man.
He became so toxic.
Yes.
And then I make it worse. You no care what you do, you cannot. You would never tell a man like this to promote talk to the kid. Talk to what? Talk to who? And this can be no comedian. Me watch Granny Williams and Miss Lou from long time. Oliver Samuel is not one of my video with me and Funky Pal back then. Me watch all kind of clap for them. Me watch Murphy Johnson, me all of them. Me never hear them come out with nothing like this.
Yes, that's not comedy.
This are not comedy. This are disrespect. This are predator. Brother, anybody promote this, me know this. Me have granddaughter too, you know. Me's a super granddad, you know. Me another dad but super granddad. When me hear them things, it get me actually, you know, man. It wild me up, you know. Yeah? And the Prime Minister use the Prime Minister office, the office of the Prime Minister, and a theme. You have different Prime Ministers, never change.
Right now the bricks are falling on the shoulders of the Prime Minister. I think that people will take it further and do more checks into Peanut Dread's background from years ago, because they're going to find much more dirt on Peanut Dread. And I'm sure that the Prime Minister has to discontinue his services now on social media. All those videos from the call about the house and so on, they have to remove them now.
But we have them, so I can't never move them, but remind them when they do, because we have them. And can't get them from with.
But I'm sure he's going to remove it from his social media handle.
It's bad. And he should have moved it already from there. It should be removed already.
That kind of association is unsustainable. It's embarrassing. It's degrading.
To Jamaica and the diaspora. No one not supposed to put up with this.
The Prime Minister needs to do prime ministerial work and not social comedy. And it's not even comedy, it's tragedy that Peanut Dread was expressing. And he expressed himself passionately.
I never see me on a bar neither, you know. I go in a car. I never see me nothing. I do it and I tell you what, if you're angry woman. That a back in a caveman days, you know. A caveman days that. Yes, man.
I'm sure if we check back some of the other videos created by Peanut Dread, I'm sure you'll find a lot of violent content in them. Because you can see that he's that kind of character. Yes, because he expressed himself passionately. He spoke about the matter genuinely. And he was strident all along during his expression. And that's how women should be treated. And he owns the property of a woman. And the only way a woman cannot grant him sexual favors is unless they're having menstruation.
And I feel
that they have to give it to him.
And I split the throat. But I go prison and kill.
Those kind of talks encourage rape.
A rape. And then when I look at a 9-year-old girl died the other day, these things shouldn't even, come on now.
or the Prime Minister has to implement strategy to cauterize the effect of him associating himself with peanut dread. He has to do some damage control.
Well, show me a company, I'm to tell you who you are still, so I said, go. No, sir, Garate.
Same, sir.
He has the power and authority and the resources of the country to do prime ministerial work. But guess what? He's more interested in expanding his empire rather than to do prime ministerial work.
Okay. Yeah,
so
man.
That is why he's caught up now in all different kinds of confusion. Because if he was focused on the job, then he would know exactly what to do to command the respect and attention of the citizens.
Yes. You see that?
Yes, ma'am.
That's when you know when them just them debate and them nobody listening, you know. Prime Minister carries someone there and not kill with the Prime Minister say you just do it and nobody no listen. Them just clap and make nice because no, ain't not for me. A man can't come attack garbage and them here, man. And by the way, it can be Ratty. It can be each time you have budget debate, then them go and tell you about now give 50,000 new tank. When one constituency have more than 80,000 people living in it. 50 and a 63 we have, right? 50,000 new tank, come here and tell you about percentage, this and that. No. When you do work, you do work right away. And I know George start long time. You understand? That thing the way you talk about you do this. Remember people money too, you know. A taxpayers money. So if you say George start to come, you do what you have to do. People are gonna see you do what you have to do. When you have to fix a foreign, you have to fix. Nobody no come and say, hey, me have to fix this in a budget. It fix. It's a continuation, no care who. A matter of fact, you never seen a politician for bad. You just leave garbage truck, come and pick up your rubbish. You school them and run right. This all right. You go and pick up the people gonna work and everything. You don't even know you never want no politician. So them not come and influence you. You understand?
The economy is the foundation of a country.
Yes.
And all of the goodies that the Prime Minister announced, for example, the 44% increase on minimum wage, which now move from $9,000 to $13,000, which will take effect in June.
Yes.
All of that is unsustainable because the economy is not able to support those things that the Prime Minister outlined. Because as you normally say, it's a paper economy.
It's a paper economy.
Productive.
Yes.
So how is it that the increase of minimum wage going to work out when the country is not producing?
All right.
The country is in an economic crisis.
It's a paper economy.
It's putting out something which the economy is unable to support.
Thank you. Because it's a paper economy. It's not an economy where you know, it's an economy where it's an industrial economy where and you export and make good money and things. They have to depend on us now, diaspora, our money. Fi tap it up, fi keep it running. If all of us now diaspora get up one day and say, no, you know, so we're not sending money for the year, Jamaica collapse. Because the private sector import $6.8 billion worth of goods. 5.8 to 6.8 billion, and now the export 1 billion. You understand? You understand? It's bad.
Look at how many months ago the Supreme Court ruled that the security guards are employees and not contractors, and all benefits under the labor relation laws are due to them.
Yes.
And can you imagine that you have these corrupt security company owners who have bought out politicians, and until now, the law of the land has not taken effect. Until now, and that has happened, the ruling was made many months ago.
Well, if you beat them, I see what time I run in a ratty. We see what time I run over if I wrap up, you know, when the thing just I get hot, but what time I run.
I just want to say something about the maybe this is my last word on it. The peanut dread thing. Again, dear friend of mine said that.
Why use it close? Yes.
Okay, well I'll save that then until we get to that. How much time we have? Because we have a lot of things. We can't talk about gangs. We can't talk about SOE. We can't talk about Operation Relentless. We can't talk about Plan Secure Jamaica. We can't talk about National Security Plan. We can't talk about consensus on crime. Where you have this?
We want to talk about them tomorrow, but we have to slap him with this because it's very embarrassing. You understand? It's very embarrassing. I could play again. Or am I big him up and I tell him, remember play them two, yeah? Yeah? Remember play this.
Longer you stinker. You fucking bad mind bitch. Make it look like you don't get no comfort, you don't get no pleasure out of fuck. Yes. And me alone want fuck and like a favor you grant me. You want to kill your blood clot, you think of your pussy. Eh? God give you my things to keep for me. I'm ready for me things. What you want me to beg for? Me I demand that bumbo clot unless me no want it, you know. Kind of fear. God give you to keep for me and my blood clot one. I'm ready for me things that don't give me no trouble, you know. Like you want me to satisfy your needs and your demands and all them pussy clot before you give me things.
Let me tell you, them ask him him think about a woman and about that and that because him say I'm a fear. So him answer and I tell you how to treat woman and one because I'm a fear.
Listen to
this. How we are do? How we are do? And I broke my arm, bro.
And I broke my arm.
You believe me? I know they broke my arm, bro. Somebody dead to blood clot or me about prison. What?
Yeah.
But beg your pussy. Unless your pussy sick to blood clot till we get to you know. But when you not sick, don't give me no trouble, you know. Because I want me things. And just surrender and give me blood clot things, you know, because you know see my one, you know. Simple. I don't want bumbo clot give to me like you want me obligate to you and beg you. You want me cut your blood clot throat, and where you do?
Same way, bro. Same way, bro.
Go to me and beg pussy, what you demand for?
You have to demand, yeah.
Kill out your pussy clot. You think me can back face?
You think you can back face? And hear this now. Hear the hero now. Prime Minister office now. Look here. Look here. And they make all the video look nice, you know. Say I touch we, not touch we, you touch yourself.
Man, take bad thing, make joke, you know. My name is really Hotburn Ellis. Me I go a pop in one morning, they say, just black out like a, I'm drop on a bridge and the bike drop on my leg bone and burst it. Van take me up and carry me go to university and immediately emergency, right? But the doctor say the bone crack up and by take out the splinter them, the bone them they far from one another, right? Severe broke foot, right? Out of bad comfort good, you know, because I got to the observer, you know, I saw me say me get to make this little one room here, you know, friend, right? And when me block it up and everything, upon cardboard me there, you know, me get my own page now.
So, friend, me just say him not grow up with him father and mother and him still. No, look now, my father did 38 years ago. Me have smaller brother and sister when me grow to. Enough people not grow with them father and mother, but them not do this or say these kind of things, yeah? Them come out, all right. That is no excuse, yeah? All right. At Jamaica, we are talking about when enough people not grow with no father, you know. Never have no father figure around them. Yeah? And sleep rough and go through it rough. But them not do these things. We not disrespect woman like this. Don't do that. Okay.
I have my own little account. I saw me couldn't hear before start expand. You understand? I wouldn't mind get some tile, cement, the plumbing work, the electrical work to go on. I wouldn't mind get little support with them there now. See there, a long way to go. So I saw me send out, you know, and say, Mr. Holness, boy, I respect you, you know, man. You know me into a situation where me need little attention, man. So, my place burnt down 2 times and me really don't have no comfort. So if you can assist, you know, man, I would be grateful, you know, right?
How are you this morning?
Not too bad, brother. Give thanks, man.
How did your surgery go?
Yes, man. Right now, I to go back Thursday there tomorrow to make the doctor them inspect it.
Now, I saw your appeal. Said that I should reach out to you and give you some assistance.
You don't know I'm grateful, man. Right? Sure, man. I pray for thee, man. You know, man. He's strong and stay strong, you know, my brethren.
Always, always.
Health is well, dear, my friend.
Look here, I take it serious, you know, boss. And I encourage all Jamaicans to take their health very seriously.
All right.
Yeah, you know, you can't let stress and difficult times get you down. But listen to...
And that's why I tell you are foolish. You have the money and you can't buy a pill and you have high blood pressure and everything. It can't get you down. If you take your health serious, you can't even feed yourself.
I use one of your phrases. Radam.
Yes.
And you said to me, I heard you on social media, you said, Prime Minister, you see like how you use Radam, you should come and give me a little thing. And I say, it's true, you know. Our creatives are so ingenious. The term that you have come up with communicates exactly what I wanted to communicate to those persons who are involved in crime. The government is going to put harsher penalties on you as a deterrent. Now, that is the essence of Radam.
Mr. My brethren, when you say it and how you say it, you don't know me laughing, you know. No, you have to laugh, you know, can't hear me. But that man, I said something, you know, Radam, you know, right?
But listen, you are a very creative person. I want to enlist your support in talking to some of our young men in particular who are being drawn into a life of crime and deviance. I have seen some of your stuff where you have explained your own life story and things that have happened to you. And I want to encourage you to...
So you see the life story and you see some of the stuff. You never see this. And you see, okay.
Use the audience that you have captured.
And the audience in more when capture for use. Because them love petrol too much. That is it.
Ways of expressing things to direct them in the right path.
You don't know me proud of you, my brother, because right now the amount of calls we get from England, America, Canada, say, Dread, me that go rob and kill, you know. I want to listen to you, me couldn't do it again. And I said, that's good, my brother, man. Whoever hears to hear, let them hear. And whoever hides to see, let them see. But some still hear the truth and know the truth, and if then they can hard they act against it. And woe be unto them, you know.
Woe be unto them. Yes. But you keep talking positive. You know, make sure that what you are expressing is fit for everyone to consume. Make sure that you are giving always a positive message and that you are taking care of your health, because ultimately that is your wealth. I saw the situation of your housing as well, and we're going to make some arrangements to assist.
Your guide and keep here, my brother.
All right, Osborne, a.k.a.
My brother, man.
Peanut Dread.
Thanks, man, to hear your voice here, King, man, and your attention here.
All right, bless.
Good.
Cool.
PM, I appreciate the towards the attention towards the little building here. Because we really need some comfort, you know, seeing King.
The Prime Minister,
and I pray for the, you know, the Rastafari guide and keep saying.
So, office of the Prime Minister, you know, that put that in disrepute, man. Me just somebody just said, yeah, so when all the PM tell us not to listen to people on social media. Oh, for the suit himself. Because remember the other day, there some people on social media tell lies about the Prime Minister. Remember we show videos of them that we not tell lie. If we don't have the proof, we're not going to say nothing. Yes, brother.
What a contrast. Because while the Prime Minister was encouraging Peanut Dread to take care of his health, at the same time, they are not funding the public health sector properly. It is in shambles. If you want an X-ray, you can't even get it now. You have to be prepared to pay all the monies at private facilities. It is as basic as that.
And I tell him, continue with
How if a country is unable to take care of basic health for its people, then the Prime Minister's talk and encouraging Peanut Dread about taking care of his health. It has no real impact if somebody got sick and go to the hospital and can't get proper treatment.
Yeah, somebody just, so when you have people in poverty, you have them under control. That them want to do, and the PR stunt. But it's fear.
So many other persons are in need, but they don't have any social platform or recognition like Peanut Dread. So how the Prime Minister plan to help those persons? There should be proper governmental program in place. Whether, you know, for even the housing trust should be able to provide some of those remedies to indigent people who want to, do major repairs or so on. You know, once they don't reach certain threshold, like their income.
Yes.
The government should have facilities in place to help those persons.
Let me play that one. Let me play that one, my brother. Rattigan, let me play that one. Don't play that one, yeah. Don't play that one.
However, the root cause, organized violence from gangs, is always trying to push up the murder rate. It is a continuous struggle, but we are building the capacity to overcome the gangs in a sustainable way. We are going to radam the criminal gangs. The original Mr. Radam is here with us. Peanut Dread.
Look how them are gonna. Hold on.
However, the root cause.
Let me stop this a minute there. Big Stone.
Yes.
How you doing, sir? How you doing?
Boy, I'm so great, man. I'm so great.
Yeah, man, boy, we're there. I talk about the price. Well, everybody in Jamaican, we in a diaspora. We are Rattigan there. You know, Ila Rattigan them, man. So, yeah, man, we have tried.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother. Yes, brother. Thanks.
Here in Jamaica under the plight that we are faced with. It is an honor to have you and the man in the wilderness doing tremendous job for our people.
Yes, Stuart.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, man.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Me have a touch base, you know, brother, because, boy, I tell you, you did have Peanut Dread one at the time, and me see you a good helping and I try to make him think up and everything, you know? Yes. Because he's a helping man, you know? Yourself always a try to get helping and, you know? Yeah? Big Stone.
But, you know, it's always a pleasure when we can look out for our brothers, man, and our sisters who sometimes are a little bit less fortunate than us. And when they don't understand the system, it is always us who are learned to help them. As Honorable Marcus Garvey said, the aim that you serve, which is selfish, will get you no further than yourself. But the aim that you serve, which is common to all, will get you into eternity. And I continue to do the work of the Honorable Marcus Garvey, loving my brothers, just like how you're doing it, Wayne, from afar.
Yeah.
You know you're in a foreign land, but your country come first. And that is why I continue to admire the tremendous work that you do, even though you call yourself the man in the wilderness. But you're not the man in the wilderness. You're a man for all of Jamaica. It doesn't matter where we are in the diaspora. You always think of home, Rockford, and home of your people. And I admire the tremendous work that you're doing. It's an honor to call you, my friend.
Yes, my brother. Yes, man. Up. Every time, man. Every time. Yeah? Yeah, man. We just have a touch base with you because we see what you're doing. You know, we have to just touch base with you. And, you know, we keep it real here. You know. And, you know, the Prime Minister carry, you know, Peanut Dread go to Parliament yesterday. But a lot of people, I mean, you know, the Prime Minister, for just be the Prime Minister, no man keep the office, you know, sterile. And stop, if you just be about the Prime Minister, serve the people of Jamaica and stop go around them. Because you see, if you're stepping on poor people neck, you're stepping on my neck too, you know. Yeah, and you're stepping on Rattigan neck because you see a man from Waterhouse and a man from Rockford this. So you don't know it already. And I have been learning friend from the phone from Rockford and you again from out of the east there too. So, you know, it go already Stone. So, you know, so we have to make them know, say, no, when we say the man in the wilderness, we're there, but, you know, we're there everywhere, you know. And when you touch poor people, them touch we, you know. And them know that. You understand me? You touch to get up people, them.
You've done so much for poor people. You've done so much for the artist fraternity. Look at what you did for Frank Paul.
Yes.
Look at what you did for all the others. People who are suffering without care. And you're always there, not for the ooh-la-la, because some of the things you do, a lot of people don't even know that is when you do these things.
Yeah, that is true.
Behind the scenes, and that is what I love about you. Not looking for a prank here or there, and not looking for praises here or there. You're always there. You know, and I appreciate you, admire you,
Yes, man.
And when I grow up, I want to be like Wayne. It's not.
So it go, man. So it go better. Same here, man. But you know, over the decades, me as a man, we just get up and do a lot of things. And them not understand, me do so much. But, them not know. And then it's not like me, I come to explain, to come and say this, and me I reach out to people. We just do something and move along. Move again.
Exactly.
Some people are right, me good. So me just tell them this is just what in me, You understand this? You can't change it, Until you leave this earth, I just me that, Me just want to say everybody, every man, every single man can, be a man for my house. Have a lady be a lady for your house, You understand? And them can put food on them kids' table too. Put food in them house and everything, and everybody have, equal rights, everyone across the board in a Jamaica, Yes, my brother. Hold on there. Yeah. Hold on again. Repeat. Hold on, my learned friend. Repeat again.
Yes, you're the Prime Minister's nemesis. You single-handedly took on Prime Minister Andrew Holness and bringing him down. You have exposed the corruption that he has presided over and all the blunders he has made. And I'm telling you, man, the results are now in the poll. You have single-handedly took on this man and his administration to the benefit of the opposition. Right now, you are the opposition.
I'm the opposition, man. I mean, I've got the right side of me.
And look at the results that have accrued. The results have shown in the polls now that the Prime Minister is losing traction. And I must say to you that you play a big part in all of that because remember, no other media house is taking on the Prime Minister as you do. They have nationwide radio operating for them.
Mm-hmm.
And spread propaganda and put the Prime Minister in a good light. And you have come with all the facts and exposed the Prime Minister. And the PNP is now benefiting from it. Right. They have moved up in the polls with significant numbers now. And doing that at a time when it wasn't popular. Because remember, the Prime Minister had a landslide victory in the general elections.
And the dissect that and show him say that or not.
Yes, and I must say that when you started to take on the Prime Minister, you hardly have people on board with you. And I watch you and see all your work manifest. And right now, you have improved democracy in Jamaica right now. Because when Andrew Holness thought that it was a one-party government in place, you have surprised him and let him know that not because he won by a landslide victory, he has to respect the people, he has to be accountable to the people. So I must tell you that you have played a great role in preserving Jamaica's democracy. And to the point where you can strengthen an opposition to even play its role to protect the rights of Jamaicans. So, man, all I can say is congratulations.
Well,
because you did it when it wasn't popular. True. Remember, it was all about Prime Minister and celebrations.
Yes.
And you carved out a path.
Yes.
And you took him on. And I can tell you, man.
Yes.
Right now, the Prime Minister's empire is crumbling.
It's done crumble already,
It's diminishing.
Yes, man. Because you see,
probably all he has left is his wealth, but he has no credibility.
None. Yeah,
and
man.
His chances of winning in the next general election is very minuscule. Because when you talk to people out there, they are suffering. They said this man is the most heartless Prime Minister they have ever experienced. And criminals let loose. They don't have any program for young people so that they can meaningfully create better for themselves. They all just going down the drain because the Prime Minister is not providing leadership. And look like Hart. Look at Hart Trust NTA. Hart Trust NTA is not doing good like first time.
No.
It seems as if it is underfunded.
Okay. I'm going to tell you something. The Prime Minister said something about art. I'm going to give him some factual thing now. He said move it from level 4, like he said free territory, where name tourist, where name, my tongue at you. He make it.
No, he'll give them free of cost up to level 4.
Free of cost up to level 4, right? But tell me what, 8 years ago, it free of cost from up to level 3 8 years ago. Is that fact? Check it. So I'm going to push it to level 4 and say free of cost up to level 4 like I do it from level 1 to 4. Not like that. It's free of cost from level 1 to 3 from 8 years ago. Go check the fact. Yeah? So him just put on just a level 2 up to level 4. Eh?
Our trust needs to be revamped right now.
Yes.
Because, for example, Vocational Training Development Institute in Gardentown was their tertiary arm.
Yeah.
And I remember they were first class in information communication technology probably 15, 20 years ago. I remember the government at the time recruited Indians from in India.
Yes.
And they were computer specialists, and they came and do a wonderful job. It was a first-class facility offering diploma and degrees and so on. I haven't heard anything much going on again up there.
All right. Anyway, brother, I take a next call. Come see a call that they are coming in and out, so let me just knock him here.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, thanks, cool. Yes, Big Stone. Finish talk to them and take a next call there too. Yes, my brother. Yeah, man. With all respect, man. All respect, brother. Take a next call there. Yes, ma'am.
Brother, make I tell you something now. You know, say, we really think about what this Prime Minister here do. But, me forgot to tell you, say, you know, in finally find a parent partner to judge right now, you know.
Oh.
Because in the little human we cheer, you say, go?
Yeah, that's right. Yes, that's it right. Yes.
So, in find a parent partner now for George and the whole of them were degrade women and for them think that. You understand? It's a disgrace, brother. And if the Prime Minister come out within like minutes and comes explain himself why he choose this man, when you have so much youth and young girls in Jamaica where, you know, they might, you know, have the greatest life, but they might do wonderful things.
Right, but hear this.
Could I use as example?
But hear this now. Me have Big Stone on the line. Claude Sinclair. And Claude Sinclair does so much. You know, you always see me go around and do some wonderful things. And when never go to Claude Sinclair and say, well, use your platform and you know, you see man like Big Stone and do these things. Why never go to him and say something like this to him? Eh? But always I reach out to the people. Why never do that?
I'm Prime Minister, I give you a challenge to you know. You want you to come out and Radam roll me. Me a challenge you to do that. Radam roll read.
Muffler? Yeah. Yes, muffler. Yes. I will say. Where's the muffler? Yeah, man.
You know, it's upsetting, brother.
Yeah,
Any man degrade women, me, against you. Me no business, you. Ooh.
Yeah, man. No, man, you can't do that with woman, brother. Can't do that. No mother, no. When you have your own, you have wife, you have mother, you have your own daughter, you have granddaughters, and things. You can't do that, brother. No disrespect, man. You can't. Yeah, man.
I'm confused, brother. Him looking in a peanut trade house, right? And him sister need some help, right? And him offer help. But him got tears on a young girl house, but him bulldozer over there.
I'm not forced. I'm not one house. I'm not forced. I'm here, a criminal, them, but you're still a young girl reaching a parliament too. That mean you want, we not have no mercy. That mean that make it even wickeder. Then we not hear you talk about it, none at all, and a criminal again. So it's bad. It's bad. Well, we there, you know, we're going to wrap up this, you know, can we say, all right, my brother, up here, bless up.
Yeah.
Yep, Stone, what your last word to the masses, Stone?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you very much for calling me on your platform. I just want to say this. I saw where you help a homeless man rebuild his house, and that was a remarkable thing. You did that selflessly. And I just want to reiterate that in the community of Arnett Gardens on 8th Street, I also helped an homeless man that has been living in a car for 10 years, Wayne. This homeless man is a mute. He cannot speak and he cannot hear. And we rally around through the Rudolph Prendergast Foundation from overseas, garnering almost $1 million, helping this man to help so much other people. I'm a youth advocate. I remember when Nesbitt was only 16 years old, he won my competition in 1998. Nesbitt.
Yes.
The same Nesbitt that was used on My Dream.
Yes,
and I saw Nesbitt blossom into a great individual. Turbulence the future. When I met Turbulence, he was only 16 years old. A young man from a hungry town. And
you also have thoughts.
We have worked tirelessly for our country. We believe in the love of country.
Yes.
I could have easily lived in the United States of America, but I chose to be among my people because people like you, Wayne, will set the stage. You've been on YouTube about 2 years before I did. I joined in 2011.
Yes.
And the work that you have done and the work that I came on later to emulate you have done, we could only do it if we have great Jamaicans like ourselves. So I am thankful for this occasion. Thank you so much for calling me. I support you undyingly. I will do everything to continue the work to make sure that we have a better Jamaica, not just for me at age 66, but for our children and our children to come. So thank you so much for this platform.
Respect, my brother. All right, take care. Respect.
Thank you.
Bless. Yes, Ratty. We wrap up the now, you know, because...
Yeah, but send us something, you know, because I want to make a comment, you know. But send us something, but just play from me, make a comment and explain why the Prime Minister had to bring on the peanut dread. This is just... And maybe people will understand. Well,
that thing, yes.
Yeah, sometimes people have to take. Sometimes you need a comedy moment. Let's start it back there.
Yes.
People want to pay attention to this. This is why I think the Prime Minister brought on, because him afraid of what peanut dread had planned for do.
All right, well on. Yeah, man. After I finish here, I got us deal with some things and just rest back and watch some, you know, documentary and I forgive a little nigga right still, because you know, so I forgot to mash up some. Yeah, man, I'm going to see this.
Aye, man.
All right.
See, my brethren.
All right. This one.
Yeah.
See, my brethren, the Prime Minister, a big me up, you know. Radam, me is the man who produced it, right? And I see him like it, you know.
It should be clear even to those who refuse to see.
All over the world. I can't walk and run in peace right now, Mr. Holness. That's the truth, man.
But I'm coming to your point, because I know the point you're going to make.
So, contact me, man, and any little thing you can do for me, hear me, brethren? Because I'm rate you, you know, man.
You can only get one tin of mackerel. He's the best demonstration.
Then laugh. What a human being cruel is when bad things happen before they get fun. The system do it, the people, we are in bondage.
You are the first.
If you kill him instant, it's a big stone if you get in face. Radam!
No.
Hold on, but oh, am I going like if you watch this man, him always say something with violence and kill and
Exactly.
so
I think
even when they
on
put
a
it
light
together,
note,
but that's different from the woman thing. So you have
yeah.
instant
But
big
on a
strong face. So oh, am I going to talk to the youth then?
right. Saying on a light note, it's like I said to myself, maybe the prime minister had said this and said, boy, I better bring him on because he might give me a big stone on my face the next time.
Yeah, but I'm not saying watch him. That mean him watch violence.
But you know what? Him said to the prime minister in the actual phone call, because that was a skit. People just put things together. But in the actual phone call, him said to the prime minister, say, if you eat well and if you take care of yourself well and blah blah. And the prime minister said, I take it seriously in a boss, right? No, what should I do instead of bring Peanut Dread coming out of the gallery for the speech? Him should have make an appointment for Peanut Gallery go get some dental thing, because it has been proven. I have a dentist on my program not too long ago, and him said poor dental health can lead to a whole heap of things.
Yes, heart problem,
including heart attack, right? And so you think the man will look upon him and say, okay, you know what? Just say health are your wealth, but you don't look wealthy based on how you look. So what we need to do, we need to get you some care right now. We are gonna fix your leg, and we are gonna take care of the dental problem. But him never mentioned that. And so, in closing, if I have to make my closing remarks is simply this: is that the prime minister, you're in a leadership position of a country that I believe has more females than males. You're married to a woman. You came from a woman. You have women in your family. You have women in the parliament. You have women in your party. And it's only right, just, and fitting that you come out and you make a statement admitting the blunder, the error. You and whomever decided to give you that advice to invite this man to your speech, and just come out and just say, listen, you know what, folks, I didn't do the background. Now that you've brought it to my attention, I apologize, and we will have to. And then not only that, don't leave Peanut Dread in ignorance. Get him some training. Get him some training. I said, don't just push him and cast him aside because I'm going to still harbor them feelings there. Get him some sensitivity training and make him understand, say, the barbarism and the ignorance when show both and towards women, that those days long gone, them days in a review mirror, right? And get him some training and see if we can rehabilitate him. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking the prime minister to do regarding
the
this.
thing when you make joke, as me I tell some people, you make joke on them thing. When they touch woman and them thing, they talk about split short and about our body parts belongs to man and when she, all them kind of little thing, then you kill her and all kind of things. It can't come off right to me. And then you have the little girl where fear her mother, fear she have her stepfather, and look there, she lose her life. You man, you have a little 9-year-old girl where you could have think of. You have the mother that's on a program, a little 9-year-old baby. She at time when you get rid of her too. You see me I say? We just show the thing, them thing are evil, brother. Them thing are evil. The 80-year-old one, 18 months. Some boy molested the baby for 18 months. You see me show it on the
You remember the case where you talk about where the 6-year-old girl where her father molested her?
Yes.
See?
Some father, let me tell you, if you go to man. Yeah, man, it will stop, man. Anyway, we're there, yeah? Yeah, man. Yeah, man, you see?
Oh, by the way, tell the people, let me tell the people, say tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Reggae Global Radio. We have my program, Reason with Rattigan. Man in the Wilderness will be there.
Yes,
and we will have the Mr. Pattison, the founder of the UIC. And I've been told that, in fact, I'm going to call his people now. I've been told that he welcomes all questions.
And some question, what me sit down, question, I sit me sit down,
Right.
So,
Jeffrey Saglop yourself, all right? But that's what I heard, that's what I was told, that there are no restrictions on the questions that we can ask.
But you're not supposed to, because I got just man, because,
again, tomorrow, 3 o'clock. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock on Reggae Global Radio.
All right, sir.
Tune in.
Later, my brother.
Yes, take care.
Do some nigga right this thing, mash up a plate of food. All right, later. Yeah, bless
Oh.
up.